Guys, she's the DM. She can do that. She can do that. She has that power. She spends all this time crafting and weaving these amazing stories.
Someone
don't
drew.
Kill me.
Yeah, right.
Butt coming.
Please don't kill me. No. So because the people weren't aware of the threats before stream.
You better follow my meticulously planned story, or I will kill you.
Okay, we will play your book. We'll play
Just
your
kidding.
book.
Just kidding. I'm a good DM. I'm not gonna do that shit to you.
God, whale of a tale to tell your lies. Whale of a
Zeno, please.
Now,
fuck
Zeno,
you! I love that song.
Zeno, where can they find that song? Where can they find you? Where can you sing that?
No, I can't tell them where it is because if I do, we'll get VOD muted by the mouse.
Ah, jeez.
Oh no!
Oh, not the mouse.
I will slap you down so fucking hard. All right. Who's the asshole singing? Canties. Who's the motherfucker?
Oh my god.
You're supposed to be the motherfucker who ruined my Friday.
You know, when I have to upload the Unexpectables episode on YouTube, it asks me if they're swearing within the first 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, Monty. I think you mean saying the word "the" as a comma.
Yeah.
Literally got
fine.
Zeno, where can they find you though? Seriously, we got to get through these intros.
Yeah. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Zeno, CZ on Twitter, and the Ever-Angel Almanac on Patreon, which DM's Guild homebrew content is going to be put on a little bit of a hold because I'm working on bigger books to put that on there. But if you join my Patreon, I have been giving out little nuggets of Patreon-only content for D&D stuff. So if you want to torture your DMs with some really fun, crazy experimental shenanigans, then by all means, and go ahead and tell me what they're like in your games, because that'll just give me more info for my actual book, which may be Volo's honorable minor mentions. Where it's fucking criminal that they talk about gnolls and mind flayers and not let you have them be playable. Like, that's fucking criminal. 24 pages of both races. And then you'll find me playing cards on my Twitch stream too.
Speedy Drive?
Yeah. Speed, vroom. I call it.
Alrighty, but hey, what? Hold on. Wait, hold on. That's Mark Allen Jr. right there. What's going on, man?
I'm doing okay, man. How are you?
Okay, dude, we asked you to talk between sets, not
Oh, sorry. So sorry. Yeah, no, y'all can find me on twitter.com/MarkAllenJr. Here on Twitch at Aeon Protect Gaming. You can follow the adventures of my fat, sleepy cat Bunny on Instagram at Chonk4Life. I am super stoked because I just got to announce I will be playing the role of Rob in the upcoming dub release of the movie Venus Wars. This is an old classic anime movie. I'm so stoked to be a part of it. So check that out. Sentai Filmworks is taking pre-orders on that already. It comes out February 23rd. Also, episode 6 of The Day I Became a God just released over the weekend. It is... This perhaps the last time you will get to have fun in the show because it gets really sad really soon. So check it out.
Oh no, anime happened.
I was super stoked because I got to do the equivalent of a shonen attack cry. So that was fun. Check it out. Yeah, please.
It's so great hearing you announce voiceover roles.
I'm the opposite of Bosco. I want people to know I do stuff.
I know it is. It's before we get to Bosco. You're just so proud of all your work, and Bosco,
you know what? We're so proud of you for getting that work, unlike someone else.
We're mad at him, but we also know this is what powers him. By the way, he is powered by spite.
Did you punch a tornado recently?
I did not.
No, but Bosco might slam a tornado,
but not a tornado.
Bosco, where can they find you slamming a tornado?
They could find me slamming a tornado or drying up a sea at Ed Bosco VA on Twitter and on Instagram. They can find me right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco.
Bosco, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Gaijin.
Why?
Hey.
Hold on.
I really appreciate all the work you put into your passion and how much you put that passion out there in the world. So thank you, Gaijin, for being you authentically all day, every day. Respect.
This is like handling a nuclear fucking bomb and counterbalancing it.
Watch. Now I just want to do a tag team combo move now on Goomba for kindness before we switch over to him talking about his work. No, but for real, you have never ever
deviated away from your core principles and from what you truly are passionate about, and the people who know that are why they love your content.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Absolutely. And where the fuck can they find your degeneracy?
Well, you can find my idiocy over at twitch.tv/GaijinGoomba. So if you weren't here last week, I just released Little G's rig. It's really good,
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
it just got better. It got a lot of updates. The eye twitchy is no longer there. He's no longer complaining about that. He's actually got better mouth movement, and he sounds a hell of a lot less terrible than he did Tuesday before. So you're probably going to see him in the not too distant future, just because it's so much smoother now. Aside from that, I got another Witch Ninja coming out on Monster Hunter Rise. It is 20 minutes long, and I want to die because there's also a lot of really tight edits.
Gaijin, I can't watch it. You know why?
No. Yeah, I know.
no.
I said I know. But Zito, how much of my content do you watch?
A fair amount, actually.
Okay, then I believe that tone. That was sincere. Other than that, my second channel, Gaijin Perspective, is going pretty good. I just dropped a very, very introspective video on that about myself and my time in Japan. Shoot, what else is going on? I need to start working on more yokai races for DM's Guild. I know a couple you've been poking me about that, definitely. And Zito brought up this idea of possibly making plushes at some point, so I might try to see if I can get a Little G plush going around. But oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm taking up so much time, but one last thing. I got a review copy of the complete edition of Neo 2 for PC and Cyber Shadow, which is basically Ninja Gaiden that doesn't waste your time. So it's good.
Wow. I saw Cyber Shadow on Steam. It looked really neat.
Cyber Shadow, dude, it plays exactly like old school Ninja Gaiden, but it doesn't waste your time and doesn't fanny about. So it's real good. No faffing. I will be playing the Neo 2 PC Complete Edition this weekend. It should be coming out next week. I think on the 5th, or that's the week after. And then I think late January, the 25th, 26th, I'm going to be busting out freaking Cyber Shadow. It's so good. Okay. Sorry. My obsession with ninja-ness is done. Take it away, whoever's next.
Well, that would be Monty. Monty, where can they find you?
I'm writing the introduction. Hi, I'm Monty Glue. You can find me at Monty Glue, posting pictures of my Warhammer army because I want you to listen to this real fast for me. Okay, I want you all to listen to this. You hear that?
You went over 2,000 points.
These are all sprues of coin demons.
I was just I closed my eyes and I just felt the snap of popping them off.
I also have my Vulcan model in. I have all of my. I just too much shit. I can't believe I've done this to myself.
Yeah, Christmas came early. Also, Nadine, you also got something this week for me, didn't you?
I got an airbrush too, which is even more
amazing. Wow!
I got Monty an airbrush for Merry Christmas.
Damn. You know what sucks? I don't have airbrush paint, and I realized the thinner. My flow improver isn't meant to make airbrush paint, so I need to go out and buy airbrush paint. Yeah, so I can't even use it yet. So I have to go out to my local game shop and pick up a bunch of airbrush paint. Anyway, that's something I'll do another time. But at twitch.tv/MontyGlue, we beat Devil May Cry, the whole series.
Woo!
And spoiler alert, I beat the game with my favorite character against my least favorite character the entire fucking series, and it was very satisfying and cathartic.
It's weird that your favorite boss fight and your least favorite boss fight in the series was the same character.
The same character, yeah. I feel like the difference was the character I was playing as was way more satisfying than the other. Anyway, opinions aside, we beat Devil May Cry. So Thursday, I think this coming Thursday, I'm going to be playing Sea of Solitude, which is kind of a shorter game. It's like 3 to 5 hours long. And then after that, I think I'm going to start playing Zelda. I've never actually fully beaten Ocarina of Time because it was clunky and old and has not aged well. That's an opinion I am having.
This is where I slide in.
Yeah, I have a Master Quest copy of the game, but I want to play Ocarina of Time. I've never played Majora's Mask, so I can't really give an opinion on that. Yeah.
That is a good
Yeah.
Game, that.
And I have Wind Waker, which is my personal favorite, and then Twilight Princess. And depending on how things go, I might play Skyward Sword, but we'll see. And then maybe after that, I'll play Breath of the Wild because again, I've never beaten that game. and
Why
I've
are
never
you
had
why are
time
you
to.
why are you ending with the best game in the series?
Because
So you go out on a
Oh,
high note,
Gaijin,
obviously.
shut up.
It's like you've never watched a wrestling show ever.
Anyway, so that'll be probably on Thursdays, but we're gonna do Sea of Solitude first because that game's been on my radar for a while. And then on Sundays, we've been playing Final Fantasy IX. We finally did all the Chocobo graphs. We're done. The Chocobo hunting is done. Fat Chocobo came and went like an angel's kiss. So we're back to we got the best staff for Garnet. We got a bunch of stuff, and also, how the hell would you have done that back in the 2000s? What the fuck, Square Enix? Anyway. We're back on the plot line, so this coming Sunday we're gonna be back on the Final Fantasy IX plot train. I'm horribly overleveled and very strong, but you know what? It's fine. That's all for me. Oh, also, sorry, one more thing. I apologize too for taking so long. I was a guest on a podcast as well. I tweeted out about it, and you can catch it on the spoofy on the Spotify.
On this
On the spoofy. Where is the information? I'm trying to find it. I was a guest on Proficiency Bonus. So you can find the information at Probopod or Proficiency Bonus on Spotify. It started off very serious, and then eventually it led to me having like a 1-hour rant about why Goliaths are the best race in the game. Don't at me. So definitely go check that out. It was really fun. I was nervous, but it was very, very fun. And I give a lot of actually secret information, including some plot points that I accidentally let slip. So if you want to hear some secret things, you can go ahead and listen to that.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Alrighty, guys, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Takahata101, where we're getting on a kind of schedule finally after a long time getting there. That's right, VTubing's kicking off. The bar is open tomorrow night at 7 o'clock PST, so swing on by to the VTuber bar where we watch some clips and trying to make you guys laugh and try and serve up some wonderful sips. Aside from that, we got wrestling this Saturday as well, and Saturday afternoon. I can't wait for more MMW. 5 title matches this weekend. A lot of fun. Aside from that, I was on the TFS Talkcast Pod show earlier this week. If you want to check that out.
Yeah.
It's over there. And yeah, I don't really have much more to report on aside from that. Just
What about you? What about your army, orc boy?
okay, can I have a moment to talk about that?
Man, I really like these toasters I got over here.
You know what's really fun is where you go on eBay and then you start loading up your eBay your cart, but you throw everything out at the end when you're like, nah, you just start tossing. So here's what I got. I managed to get an Orc Codex for $20. Nice. New one. And 10 boys, $20, no shipping. I know. That was a steal. That was a damn steal.
Boys.
That's a good boy. Now, how about this shit? A bag of bits, 16 slug of boys, $40.
Fuck off. What?
Yeah, dude, it's about hunting for those good. Here's the thing. You need about roughly 50 boys to have a good sized.
Oh,
orc
yeah.
army.
Yeah,
you need
For an
roughly.
orc
Here's the
army,
thing.
yes.
So what are the dangers of orcs? You gotta collect those boys. So this is what I've been doing. I've just been looking online.
And you bought terrain too. You were messaging me like, I found
you
terrain, and I'm like, there it goes.
I didn't buy the terrain yet.
You didn't buy it? I thought you bought it. Oh.
Nope. I need to hear your feedback more than it looks nice.
Oh, well, okay. If
we are going to share this battlefield, I want to hear your thoughts on it before you complain about it. I want you to decide so you can't push it back on me when you get mad.
You realize that I have, if I get my airbrush paint, I have terrain that I need to paint.
I'm aware of
you guys just gave me fucking flashbacks for game design. Hearing that thing. Holy shit.
Anyways, guys, yeah, you can check that all out. Twitch.tv/Takahata1, Twitch.tv, just Twitter, Takahata101. Anyways, moved on over to the wonderful and talented, and oh my goodness, is that a Dead House Sonata PowerPoint presentation you had for me there, Connor McKinley?
I do. It's me, and I'm Connor. You can find me on I Have a Headache. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and youtube.com/DistortionDevil, where I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I play lots of party games. I play Yakuza Kiwami 2. I play Warhammer 40k Kill Team on Tabletop Simulator, so we don't have to worry about buying anything.
That's a better plan. That's a better game than the whole hall.
That's Galaxy Brain move right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the smarts, but where's the heart? Where's the passion?
from the Orc Army.
The passion
It's-
is in my wallet.
I was about to say it's not
Right,
collecting
Which is
dust in
nice and
ashes.
in his
full.
savings
It's so
account for
full to the brim
Shut
and
up,
bursting
Connor.
with
Now you
Shut
can answer.
up.
Now you can answer Sam Jackson when he asks you.
Just
What's in
kidding,
your
I bought
wallet?
a $1,000 Valve Index, so I don't have any.
That's true.
Oh, all right.
You're looking at getting a Judas model, which is going to be even around the same price.
Oh boy.
potentially.
Well, we'll cross
Oh,
that
boy.
bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can also check out Dead House Sonata, which I've been helping to promote and do some other stuff alongside with. Be sure to check out their website, which I will link right here. If you follow that code right there and you use it to purchase Founders Pack, you get early access to the game before it comes up for free later this year, and you also get some
Cedar,
sweet
please.
bonuses when the game comes out.
I love bonuses.
Everybody gives bonuses. Also, be sure to check out my DMs Guild page, where I release a bunch of subclasses monthly. Most recent one was the Monk Way of Emptiness Anti-Magic Monk subclass. That recently reached Copper bestseller on the sites, and thank you all so much for stopping by and supporting me that way as well. Be sure to check out next month for February the Cleric Passion domain. Focuses a lot on emotions and celebrations and stuff like that. It's going
And
to be
smooching
very
and
fun.
holding hands.
That's part of it.
Ooh,
very
spicy.
very fun, very flavor chalked subclass that I've been developing for a while now.
Why is there blood in my notebook?
What?
Good
Well,
segue.
that brought my thought process to a screeching halt.
That was a segue.
Sorry, there's a big splotch of blood in my notebook, and I'm like, why did
You know
that
what
happen?
doesn't have a big splotch of blood on their notebook? Die
that?
Hard Dice.
Oh, that's
Yeah!
Man.
Die Hard Dice is completely blood-free. They
Yep.
have non-toxic metal and polymer dice sets. All of them look very beautiful. Also, some convenient, easy to carry around, and nice and soft, if I might add, dice rolling trays and carrying cases to store all of your Die Hard dice. And if you use the code for January, expect 2021, then you can get a whopping 10% off your order price.
Nice.
Be sure to go to
Spade.
dieharddice.com.
Yeah.
Die
guess what,
Hard
guys?
Dice.
I'm still waiting. Diana, who is lovely, by the way, has sent me dice and a new dice tray to try out because I have one of their old ones. But I am going to be using my Die Hard dice tonight. So, you know.
Yeah.
Excellent. Alrighty, guys. I got some people to count out here in the wonderful chat here. I want to thank Curse Curry 93, Not Dante 42. Thank you so much for those subs, guys. I would also like to thank. What was up?
Nothing. Keep going.
Nothing. Keep going.
Oh, sorry. Someone said something. Sorry. I would like to thank Alpha. Oh my God, sorry. Just here. Natural Claw 528, Extra Vowel. So does J_J giving us up to Nate Gamer, Lord Notario, Alpha 8087, Mad Tom K. So does J_J giving us up to themselves. The Toms, Ein Herjar, Thortron 6000, Triage 06, Pika Fan 003, Dr. Dovery Little, Nerdy Notion Z, Shut Up I'm Evil, The Gaku Baka. Thank you so much for all the subs, guys. Iron Jar, thank you so much for the bits. Karate Eagle, thank you so much for the sub. Pseudonym 92 gifted 10 subs to the community. Pseudonym 92, your pseudonym should be I'm a Kind Generous Soul 9001. Thank you, Pseudonym 92 for the 10 subs. I like to Booyah 123, thank you so much for the sub. Lone Wolf Lord with the 1,100 bits. Hey Monty, have you ever thought about making a book up for your world? Because I'd love to play in it. 1,100 bits from Lone Wolf Lord to Monty. Force of, do you want to answer that question?
It would be nice. Producing a book takes a lot of time and a lot of work.
That's true,
And
that's true.
anyone in here who does anything with DM's Guild or just at a, sort of a, I would say not a minor level, but like comparatively, a book is a big thing. Like, like custom stuff is
The whole
hard
job.
enough as
The whole
is.
job.
Yeah.
I've done a 24-page book. It took months.
Yeah,
I
it's
was about
rough.
to say we do like 5 pages max, while a book is like 150.
Mhm.
So,
But I'm not saying never, because you never know in life. But it would, if we were to do it, it would take a long time.
Mm-hmm. Art and Salt Fuse Box Force of Will, thank you so much for the bits. White Corey in the house with 500 bits. I just heard the song Aquatic Ambience from Donkey Kong Land. Ah, that is good. Dun, 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 dun. I always remember that beat. I will game over Dex Z99. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. Apollyon 602 with the 1,000 bits. No message, just bits. Well, thank you, Apollyon 602. Mega Holding with the bits. Thank you. Just some undead dude. Thank you for the bits. Nia Fleckery. Thank you so much for the bits. Dragon God 20. No message, just cheers of 2,261 bits from Dragon God 20. Thank you so much, dude. Cosmosis 45. Dragon God 20 again with some more bits. Thank you so much, dude. Scuba Steve 1258. Thank you for the bits. Sudadim 92. Midnight D White. Soda_J. Thanks so much for gifting those subs and getting those subs for yourselves there as well. Dragon God, thank you for the bits. Eelsberg, thank you for the bits. Dragon God, thank you for the bits again. Big Peace Pipe, thank you for the bits. Gorilla with a Glock and a sword. 510 bits. Take the bits. Gorilla kind love Unexpectables. Watch all the time. Message too long now. Have fun and roll. He climbed a tree halfway through that message, actually. He did. Oh, he's swinging the sword.
Ook.
That's true. It's kind of a Highlander situation with a gorilla. That'd be terrifying. Gorilla with a Glock and sword. Thank you so much for the bits. A Crazy Tail, thank you for gifting that sub. Pop Tart Depression, thank you for the bits. Anime 4 Win, thank you for the sub. Buster Bun, thank you for the bits. Andrew, this Andrew, thank you so much for the subs. Ultra Bore 3, Arc Requiem D, Atris Machina, Muscle Wizard 01, Pingu Cribs and the Goblin Review, and Retro Roll Night. Thank you all so much for the subs. You guys are in Arc Requiem D with 5 subs gifted to the community. Thank you so much, Arc Requiem D, for gifting those 5 subs to all the beautiful people in the chat. Very, very, very kind to you. And Robate with 1,000 bits. Once more into the depths.
Yeah.
Once more into the depths.
And we're not drowning this time.
Blub, blub, blub.
Supposedly.
You say this now.
So
about
far. Grecos, we're not drowning so far.
What are the chances that all of us can be whales now?
That is true.
Depends on panic spell slots.
It depends. Is that literal or more of a social metaphorical meeting? Alrighty. Dragon God 20 with the 1,050 bits. Thank you so much, Dragon God 20. Greatly appreciate the 1,050 bits. No message. Pretty Venus, thank you for the bits. Philip Chanter, Derpy Doogie, 20 BMG, Nettle Norris Man, Timitor. Thank you so much all for the subs, guys. I was like Ravioli. Thank you for the bits. Oli. Hydro Otaku with the 10,000 bits. Damn. God watching since 1. Thanks for getting me through my insane overtime. Woo! Holy crap. God damn, dude. Thank you so much for the reward.
Also, again, an apology. We're behind on uploading the episodes. I'm slightly catching up, but we'll get there, I think, by this week. Again, apologies.
YouTube, it's a fickle mistress.
It is a fickle mistress.
It is me, a fickle mistress. But Hydro Otaku, thank you so much for the 10,000 bits again, dude. My goodness. John, thank you for the bits. Ninja Pat with the 1,000 bits. Just want to say I spent the last 5 months listening to you guys nonstop so I can finally get caught up. You guys are an inspiration. I really hope you guys know that you really helped me make it through this crazy time. Heart from Ninja Pat.
All you people who've like binge watched us, you're like crazy amazing at that. That's
there is a portion of people who love getting lost in a story and it's not even about the visuals. They just love letting their brain get lost in a tale. It's fun as shit.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thumbs up.
I play Demon, Bud the Spud 3226, Crow the Immortal. Thank you so much for the subs. The Terror of the Night with 500 bits. Glad to be here tonight. It's been a rough day. I just put so I've been a mess today. Hopefully luck is with you guys, and tonight is a wonderful session. Rest in peace to your pet. Thank you so much, Terror of the Night. As well, I would like to thank Big Peace Pipe 97, Terror of the Night, Volis, Punbot 01, Sozo, Iyasu. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. Snake Eyes, after Remy's. Oh, this is 1,000 bits, by the way. After Remy's flex last episode, if by some chance Remy and Sonus end up together, all I want is for the group to find Waft singing Baka Mitai. That's good. That's good. Connor, do you approve of that?
Connor?
We lost Connor to the depths. All right.
Okay.
Sarah is Jack DeCrow. Thank you so much for this bits. Jack DeCrow says, morning from where I am. I rarely do I catch you guys live, but I'm here for once. We're glad to have you here. Sozo Ayasu, thank you as well for the sub again. Dumb Reed, Jack Cup of Squiz, Spirit of Love, Dreadhunter 335, Knight Lenaris, Mr. Insecure. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. The 3597th fake Slim Shady. The 3,597th fake Slim Shady. That's one of the best names ever.
That's pretty good.
The 3,597th fake Slim Shady. Strong shit right there. Thank you so much for the bits, man. Mr. Insecure, a lack of Cosmos 45. Zen Leda, thank you so much for the subs, guys. 10,000 armored bees coming in fresh with 1,000 bits. You may not be poor like us, but can you hold a Lehman Russ? No, you only hold a mouse and shame. Oh,
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I thought someone else might. I feel bad.
I'm at a loss on that one. So
Shit,
don't-
I was kind of hoping someone else would pick that up too.
Damn it, that's too deep. You went too deep, 10,000 armored bees. Pull up.
Lehman Russ is a tank.
Do you mean Lehman Russ or the Primarch of the tank? What is the context?
Why is
the
everything
mouse-
called Lehman
After
Russ?
the Primarch.
Alrighty, Zen Leader, Rook, Alec, X, Wiley, Willie, Siren, Eyes, Master Ryu, 2005, thank you so much for the subs. Weebs the people. Laura Ryder, thank you so much for Protoss, thank you so much for the bits, guys. And Blackfoot Ferret with elite bits. That's a little Slim Shady in all of us with elite bits. And that was their last message. How is mouse spelled?
You have 1 minute. I'm gonna grab water.
We have 1 minute. Well, we're pretty much all caught up, except for Musubil, who gave that sub as well.
I was getting Advil.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Okay, she's gone. Can we talk about Warhammer for a second?
Yes, go.
Okay, because we got to do D&D when she gets back. All right, so I can't wait because I got 4 vehicles. Because here's the thing, I made a batch order. A guy said there was like a tank and shit. I bought it for like $100. A guy pretty much threw everything he had that he was trying to get rid of in a box and gave it to me. So I've been digging through a giant bit box. He had a Gargant and just had all the spare parts that he didn't use and just threw all the Gargant parts
Hey, Kurt.
in the bag too.
I have wireless headphones.
Damn it! She knows I was talking about Warhammer. Effective sheep.
I didn't even get a chance to tell you about my Kessler robots I got ordered.
Why?
All right.
But we're talking
No
about
dreams
the
for you.
boys. By the way, Defective Sheep, thank you so much for the 5 subs. Very kind of you giving those subs to the community.
All right.
Oh! And Probate with 1 last second through the door, swinging it at Connor's head. 10,000 bits. Next time, Connor, my Necrons will ruin you. A bone on the head.
Yeah.
I literally-
one unit next time.
Oh. Okay, Connor. Okay.
shots fired.
By the way, it's worth mentioning that I messaged Probate while you guys were playing your game, and I sent kick his ass in binary, and I was very proud of myself. All right. Close up the chat. We're gonna play
Bye,
some.
Goodbye,
It's like a
friends.
Warhammer Fight Club going on.
We're
over
gonna
there.
we're gonna play some under the C&D right now. D&D.
Oh my God! How long did you resist saying that?
A while.
You've been sitting on that since like 3 months ago when you wrote this scene.
When Remy almost died.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
So, when last we left our heroes, Remy, the Kenku fighter, Task, the Kobold Ranger, Greckles, the Kenku rogue, Borky, the Orc barbarian, Panic, the Tiefling bard, and a newfound friend in Seika, the Fire Ganassi monk, the party was successful in liberating the elemental plane of air from the undermined coup attempt of Kokyu, the air oni of assassination and murder. After receiving rewards of silks, art pieces, and primordial spell scrolls of great power, the party made their way to the elemental plane of water. After arriving in the beautiful tropical underwater realm, turning Bosco into a whale, and riding past sperm whales, mola manta rays, the party discovered the corpse of a dead water ganassi, and soon after, a living water ganassi, a scout. Tide the Scout informed the party of a serious development in the water plane. Water ganassi Queen Ozone has been killed, and the Coral Citadel, home of the water ganassi, has been destroyed. So, this water ganassi looks at you just like shocked that you don't understand this and just kind of looks at you aghast. Like, how could you not know about this?
Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
We literally just got here.
We just realm hopped not like 30 minutes ago.
Of course. Well, I assume the elemental plane of air sent you to help us.
We did come from there.
Help's not the word I'd use.
No, help is the word we would use.
Oh.
You see now Seika as she kind of turns and gives you kind of like the side eye, just kind of like, not like, it's this look of just like, why are you here sort of glance.
Mm-hmm. It's returned in kind.
Mm-hmm.
Although, admittedly, she belongs here.
Let's not get crazy.
Madam Tide, was it?
Tide, just Tide.
Okay. Sorry, we're new. What happened exactly?
I should probably just take you to the Citadel.
Oh.
Did it not fall?
Well, it's in disarray, but there are people still there.
Or looks around like, does
Suppose
that
that's
sound
our-
like a...
I suppose
Yeah,
that's
we
our
should-
best bet.
Yeah, let's do it.
We were
Do
heading
you
there
have
anyway.
Do you have a transport?
She looks over towards Whale Remy, looks back to you and goes, "No, I travel by myself to not attract attention."
That's actually smart. Can we all fit?
What's
can
that like?
Can we all fit on Whale Remy?
Yeah, I'll say for the sake of this, you can. You watch as Tide kind of like swims over, and you get the sense that Tide has no issue swimming at all. It almost like it's more as if they're hovering in the water. They don't really have to exercise any sort of like propulsion in any way. They kind of float over and they go, "The fastest way will be the current that's to the left up past this cave point. I'll lead you, I suppose."
Got it.
All right. Hi ho, Remy.
Yep. And just down to the side.
Whale Remy, roll an athletics check with the whale stats, please.
Distant labored moaning.
See, Bosco's so in character, he sounded like this all week.
Oh.
Having a whale of a time here, guys.
It's a killer whale, correct, Monty?
Yeah, it's a killer whale.
It's a killer whale. So it's +4.
It is +3 actually. It's perception.
No,
It's not
athletics.
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 Oh, then it is.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on.
Whale of a tail.
6.
Oh.
All right. So you follow Tide like right behind them because they're pretty fast. Into this kind of narrow channel of rocks. Surprising to see, given how kind of unique the elemental plane of air was. There is sand here. There's rocks. It very much just seems like the bottom of the ocean. And as you swim past, poor Whale Remy is just like slamming into like the channel. Actually, the current is picking up and attempting to try and like maneuver in this current. You guys just watch as Whale Remy is just bashing his face on just parts of the wall.
Oh.
As you guys are running. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as a whale.
Oh God.
God.
There's like 6 pieces of coral stuck in his face right now.
Oh yeah, it's rough. You are like, it gets narrow at points, so you're trying not to get your allies hit, but so you just front face, like just slam into rocks and stuff. And even Tide's looking around. It's just like, is your whale sick or something?
No, he's just new.
Yeah, he used to be a bird.
He's got him. It's his
Real quick,
first
Monty.
day.
It's
My
his
own-
first day on the
my own-
job.
For my own bookkeeping, hit points of the whale, correct?
Yeah, hit points of the whale.
Yeah. So you
Started out when you said it was 6 total.
Yeah, it was 6 total bludgeoning
All
damage
right,
to
so
you.
that puts me there. Wow, that hits me more than most of your enemies. All right, continue.
I told you we should have gotten insurance for this thing.
Eventually,
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining the ship taking out of port from Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Fuck
It just
yeah.
starts grinding into the sides of the walls.
yeah, exactly. As you guys continue down, it's almost like a underwater water slide as this thing kind of flips around and jettisons you forward. Tide just goes with the flow, whereas the rest of you are like, it makes you almost nauseous as you flip around and get spun around in certain points, and bits of rock kind of like, there are moments where they're like, you ever have it where you just, there's like a drop or like just a sudden like dip in a road. It's just like, it kind of does that to your stomach.
Oh yeah.
It's like that. Like you had one part where it's like down this thing and you're like, ugh, it's really, really hard. And on top of that, you have this thing on your face which you're trying to breathe out of. And you're like, if I puke in this,
It's bad news.
it's going to be bad. Eventually, you guys kind of come to a gentle flow out on this sort of like long, almost sand-like meadow of kelp and like small grasses and like sand dollars, starfish, scallops. Even watch as you guys kind of come out of this channel. A bunch of scallops just kind of like dart away from you. And you can see far off in the distance what looks like almost like a mountainous, almost building-like structure made out of these bright, kind of aqua green and pink and blue bright corals that just looks like it got exploded. Like, just parts of it are on the ground. There's like, if there was smoke in this realm, you probably could imagine smoke coming out of it. You do see bubbles coming out of it. Any sort of like garrison ahead has just been destroyed. It's just rubble now. There's no roads. It clearly doesn't need roads. But it is definitely a very, very sad sight. It's like someone took a child's like underwater princess castle ornament and just smashed it on the ground and just kind of like grabbed it and kind of shoved it back together without gluing it back together. It's a very, very, very sad sight.
Jeez.
How big,
Ty just
silly question, how big would you say the city is?
it's not a city. It's just a big castle.
Okay.
The castle within itself is the city. I would say comparatively, it's about the size of probably the upper like the upper districts, and then like the
Okay.
council area of Alabas. So
Okay, significantly smaller than Alabasta.
it's significantly smaller, but it's still substantial. It is a
Well, yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
like it's a still, despite its condition, it still looked like it would probably was once a very impressive.
I kind of like get this
location.
feeling that it's like a hive city.
Yeah, kind of like a hive city.
I kind of am getting that a little bit too, but hive cities have a very particular look to them
Yeah, that's fair.
because of all the prefab buildings.
I would say similar. It's sort of like presentation to what was the capital city of the Draenei in World of Warcraft?
Oh,
The
fuck.
Exodar.
Exodar.
Yeah.
Exodar, yeah.
Kind of like the sort of same, like the way that Exodar appears on the overland. It kind of has a similar-ish sort of look to it.
Okay.
With the whole location, there's no outer part; it's all just the inner part. As Tide kind of swims forward, she kind of beckons you to follow her.
We do so.
Yeah.
All right. So as you follow her, you see more bodies. These ones have kind of sunk to the bottom at this point, and are waterlogged, the armor kind of pinning them down to the ground. There are bodies that are just like hooked, like by fishing hooks on like structures.
Jesus.
Very menacingly. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Tide doesn't even look at it. She just keeps moving forward, pretty, stone-faced.
That'd be really creepy. Like how are they floating in place essentially?
Yeah, they're like kind of floating because it's water, right? It's just
Can I do a quick medicine check to determine if it was like bludgeon slices, anything like that? Like if it was weapons or...
Sure. Roll a medicine check with advantage.
Okay. Best to know what we're dealing with here. 13.
13. Almost similar, if not identical, to the body you found
Gotcha.
on your way here. That body, you get the sense, probably floated away to that location.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So whatever this was, it happened a while ago. As you make your way to kind of the front entrance, you notice there's a multitude of entrances. Looks like different places for people to swim inside, almost like an anemone. And as you guys make your way inside, I'm gonna say Borky, and Whale Remy. I don't think a 9 is gonna hit you, Borky.
No. Wait, what's happening?
12. Does a 12 hit you, Whale Remy?
That is his AC.
So that does hit him. Okay. As you are kind of like swimming towards the entrance, you watch as 2 kids, probably about like 10 or 12, like turn around the corner and they throw spears at you guys.
Jesus!
Borky, the spear hits you and bounces off your like pecs, like no issue at all. But the other spear like doesn't hurt you that much, Whale Remy. It just kind of jabs you in the nose a little bit. You take 1 point of damage. And immediately Tide just like, I told you to stay inside. And the 2 kids just kind of scramble and grab their weapons.
Hey, Monty,
Yeah.
I'd like to eat him.
Okay, they are children.
I'd like to eat both of them. I'm kidding. I don't actually want to.
Yeah,
eat
no, I'm
them,
about to
but
say,
they need
wow,
to think-
this
they
is where
need to think
sandbags
about
the
what they
campaign.
did. Above game, I want to eat them. Remy
There
wouldn't
we
eat them.
go.
I want to.
There
eat
we go.
There we go.
There we go. The 2 kids, they're also Water Ganassi. One is a boy and one is a girl.
no.
And they're actually wearing like armor, like actually wearing armor and are wielding weapons.
Like armor fitted to them.
ramshackled to them,
Okay.
but armor nonetheless. You see now as Tide kind of goes over and just like grabs their ears and twists them. And they're like, ah. And she's like, when people show up at the front door, you warn everybody else and you hide. That's what we do now. And the kids just kind of are like, sorry, and like swim back inside of the castle. You watch as Tide just kind of sighs and shakes her head and goes, what are you looking at? Come on.
This Shane. Marky says to himself.
Who exactly is in charge now?
Captain River, kind of. As you guys swim inside of the keep, you now see that, imagine a mall, like a mall made of coral, but each storefront is like a different house, I guess, or like a building. It's all very kind of narrow with these different channels that lead into different buildings where you see different individuals. A lot of these places are damaged, and a lot of stuff is strewn about. There's debris everywhere. Everybody who wants to roll a perception check for me.
You know what this gives me vibes of? I don't know if anyone else has done this, but it gives me vibes of a in-casino mall at Vegas.
Yeah, I get that.
Reading has advantage on perception hearing, if that is anything. To go
That will
with.
not help him here. No.
All right.
That's an
So just
11 from Seika.
Here I go.
Ooh.
24, both ways.
What in the
Nice.
world? My sheet is not wanting to load right now. Soft
Yeah.
20.
There's delays on my end too with this program.
Roll 20's been a bit glitchy lately.
It's
just
been a bit
because
roll
of-
20 lately.
They've been rolling
Yeah.
out
it's-
some changes. No pun intended.
Yeah. So that unfortunately that's the result. Is that everybody? I think.
I
I think.
think we're
Remy
waiting
is
on
yet to go.
Kurt's.
Remy, did you want to roll a whale
did-
perception?
Mine
You got
did not
poked in
roll.
the head by a spear. No.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yours
went
didn't
through,
roll.
go through.
Try roll again, Kurt.
Oh my goodness! Here, okay. Let me try and it's not reacting to any of my buttons. Let me just try and reset this here. Okay.
Yeah,
Just refresh.
Sorry about this.
turn it on and off again.
That literally fixes 99% of everything.
Power cycle.
It really does. All right, and there we go. I apologize on that one.
There you go.
There it is.
There we go. Nah, damn it!
Fine.
That's what
Okay.
we're waiting for. That's what it's all about.
That's the big money number.
Bosco, did you want to roll?
No, Remy got poked in the face. He wouldn't be looking at anything.
Okay, fair enough.
He wants to
Um,
gratify the whale primal urges of
Monty, can you click
Mhm.
on the screen with Wallfly?
Oh, roll 20 is frozen on Wallfly. Hold on, I gotta refresh it.
Sorry, guys.
Please
Apologies.
stand by for technical difficulties.
It's a weird night.
There we go. There are the rolls, chat, from before. See them now. So that's where we
There
are.
we go.
For the sake of clarity, would everyone like to say their rolls for me, please?
Sure.
12.
11.
24.
9.
So task and panic.
Yeah.
There is something you realize as you're swimming through. First of all, nobody else is swimming. You're the only idiots in here swimming. Everyone here is either in their late teens or is a child.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Everyone here is like a kid or is like Tide. Looking at Tide is probably like the oldest person that you've seen so far as you're
How
going through
old
here.
does she look? Like 19, maybe?
She looks like 18, 19, maybe 20. She looks like
Okay.
Sully's age, but slightly younger.
And she seems to be the oldest one here.
That you've seen so far.
Okay.
You see kids as young as like 4 or 5. You see like some 10-year-olds that are all like grabbing spears and stuff. Like they're acting as guards and like they're trying to clean stuff up. But you see no adults anywhere, or at least no like older people around.
Are the dead bodies older?
There are no dead bodies you can see in here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought
You
meant
assume they were
in the whole
probably. You assume they're probably. I mean, looking at what the kids are doing, they're probably been cleared out or put somewhere. Probably.
city. Gotcha.
As you guys swim through, Borky, you feel something get tangled in your hair
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
I reach out and grab it.
Okay, roll a handle animal for me.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Octopus.
In my neighborhood. It's
Okay.
21.
You gently kind of cup something and you pull it out, and you just have a handful of seahorses in your hand, and they all just scatter from your hand. Notably, anybody here who has hair, The seahorses are kind of their environment's been ruined, so they're trying to find places to go and like cling to. So
My
panic.
hair is made of fire. I
You're
wouldn't recommend
fine.
it.
Borky has so much hair on his head.
Yeah, panic, and Borky. You can feel these little seahorses trying to like hitch a ride as you're swimming forward. They're completely harmless, but they're.
Borky allows them. All right, come on in, Nudge, come on in.
I'll let him stay as well.
It doesn't hurt you. It just feels really weird.
I'm not gonna lie. I just want a situation where Borky has to look left and right, but all the fish eyes do as well. Like all.
It's really interesting. It's really interesting because every time you do turn your head, like your hair moves, but the seahorses don't. And they kind of like have to dart back into your hair each time.
That's exactly how I was.
Oh my god! So they're 1 second out of sync with me. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really
Every time you move your head, they're like, shoot. Fuck.
Delayed particle physics.
I want you to know our hair is doing Super Saiyan shit right now underwater right now. All these times of having hair, all these bald motherfuckers been enjoying their shit. No, we get to look amazing right now.
Yeah, you guys look pretty good.
I'm getting horrible Peter Griffin with baby birds in beard imagery.
Yeah, that's you know what? Let's just say that's Borky's episode today. All right, let's just say that journey.
You notice as you guys are kind of making your way through, you now realize there's kind of a crowd that's kind of gathering up behind you. Tide kind of turns to all these kids and goes, "Get back to your posts. Come on." And they all just kind of like look a little defeated and kind of split off, and they go back to what they were doing.
Hey, so I gotta be asking you, you know, he's been having a bunch of babies.
Tide
What?
I think what my friend here is trying to say is what
Youngins,
happens to all the adults.
ones who they need more seasonings.
What
have
the
a lot of
fuck? Are you
children
okay, Borky?
I'm sorry, the way the tail's rubbing on my head, I'm just in another place right now.
Oh my god, he's having a fucking Ratatouille situation where the seahorses are controlling him.
Oh Jesus!
Pulls out his sword, starts swinging wildly. The seahorses in his hair are like, finally, now we can get our revenge.
The seahorse uprising will continue
I
unabated.
think what my big green friend is trying to say is what happened to all of the adults here.
They've been taken. Taken prisoner. Come
By
on.
who?
You follow Tide to this set of double doors that have just like one has just been blasted open, like it's been off its hinge, it's on the ground. The other one is like slightly ajar. This looks like it probably would have a beautiful chamber once upon a time, but it is just like there's a bunch of like scrapes. Clearly there was a huge fight here. Like there's like somehow underwater burn marks.
Jeez.
That's concerning.
That's fucking
There's-
wild.
There's like there's also a weird feeling to the water as well. Like it makes you itchy. It's very strange. And as you make your way through the door with Tide, you see a darkened what looks to be a darkened throne room. It probably once had windows, but there's just so much collapsed like coral in here that it blocks out any natural light, and it's just a dark den.
While we're sort of making our way, could I summon Catharsis and cast Detect Magic?
Sure, absolutely.
Ritual casting.
Okay, that will take 10 minutes. Are you waiting before going into the throne room to do this?
Could I not have done that while we were making our way through town? As soon as I saw those scorch marks, I would have pulled out the guitar and done it.
The scorch marks give off a sort of residue of evocation, which makes sense. The water itself is very strange. Something about this water is not natural, but your detect magic isn't giving you any information.
Okay.
You guys head into the throne room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The inside of the throne room, the throne itself has been just smashed. And sitting on the steps, you see someone older than Tide. You see a relatively old, grizzled looking Water Ganassi woman who looks fucked up. She's missing an arm. and she's missing a leg on one side that had been bandaged. And her eye is covered with more bandages, and they're just like leaning. And you see there's like a group of like probably like 15-year-old kids, and you watch as she turns them and goes, "Take that to the north side. We got to get more food. You want to go to the south, but avoid the shallows." Tide. And you watch as she turns up, and you can see her kind of leaning in now. And you watch as she kind of twists a knob on a like a bottle, and you see a bunch of bioluminescent plants actually glow. And now you can see her. She looks to be probably in her 40s. Definitely similar armor to the dead person you found, but way better in like design and style. This is definitely, I'd say, Remy and Task, make a general history check, I guess, with advantage for both of you because your backgrounds.
Okay. Kablam. I said kablam, not 20. Thank you.
It got to it.
The first one was 16.
Yeah.
Here's actually a question: is Remy still a whale?
Yes.
Okay.
Whale history. Whale
Wow.
history. Let's go.
Wow.
Whales don't wear armor. This
Wait,
is.
I had advantage though. Calm down.
Yes. So roll
Oh,
again.
that's right.
Calm down.
Please get another one.
Oh, okay then. Whale history.
Excuse
Whale
me. That would be
history.
that. Excuse
Whales
me.
don't wear armor. Wait a second, I'm not a whale.
Heaven or hell, let's rock.
It's like the Animorphs thing where he's been a whale too long. He's starting to lose track of who he is.
Task. This is definitely somewhat of a high position in military uniform, just based off of the comparison to the regular foot soldiers you saw outside. You know this immediately. You're like, okay, this is someone who's like a higher rank than probably I was. Remy, with your history as a noble, this is a crown guard. So this is someone who would have directly protected the noble ruler of, you know, their respective king or queen.
As soon as I cast
knowing that
he's
he's
magic, my polymorph would have worn off. So
Oh, that is true. Yeah,
you're a bird again.
you're a bird again,
No,
Remy. You're no
no.
longer a whale.
I was gonna
It
do-
would have
this
worn
is-
out soon anyway. You've been swimming for a while,
It's
so.
gonna be funny. Well, shit. Damn you, detect magic.
Whale history.
You ruined everything. All right, continue.
You watch as this woman sitting on the steps just kind of looks over and goes, "Why have you brought outsiders?" And Tide just kind of, you know, shrinks a little bit and kind of backs up to let you guys, you know, come forward and speak.
Greckles will actually take point, get comfortably close enough, kneel down, and present the trident.
A little bit too late, Prince Waft. Queen Azone is dead. The Coral Citadel has fallen. You've come and wasted your time. Roll an insight on.
Oh,
this
yeah.
woman,
Oh,
Greckles.
yeah. Oh, come on! 8?
Anyone else want to attempt to insight?
Sure.
I would like to.
Okay.
Here
Because
I
I'm rolling
go.
Bad.
15?
12.
13.
Where's my d20? Oh, there it is.
14.
You guys ready? Are you guys ready for this Die Hard Dice ASMR? Ready?
Oh yeah,
Ready?
here we go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Nice.
Wow. I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, thank you.
Hooray!
Die hard
Die Hard
dice.
Dice.
Get
Thanks,
you
Die
a
Hard.
set.
So all of you succeed then. Greckles, since you're the one who's up close, the way she stares at you just like goes right through you. Like it's like you've seen the other kids and stuff, and like they've got kind of these dull eyes, obviously because a lot has happened. This woman looks at you and it is sharp, and it is fury, and it is anger, sadness, and frustration. The rest of you also pick up on this. No one exceeded past the spell save that would have been in place for more information, but you guys did see past her insight. This is a very broken woman, not in terms of her body. I mean, her body she's missing an arm and a leg. That's not something easy to recover from, but in spirit and honor, she is, I mean, Seika, you probably would understand out of everybody. Just given your own order, she has failed hers essentially, and she's sitting here trying to salvage what she can. And she looks very much like, I do not need another problem right now towards you.
Oh, go ahead.
We're not here to cause a problem. We're here to help.
And how can a bunch of material walkers help us?
Because we stopped the invasion of the elemental plane of air. Kokyu is resealed, and we plan to do the exact same thing of whatever monstrosity did this.
The incursion is over, and we lost. Kozui has taken the seals, killed our queen, and taken our people.
Oh, that was a name drop.
Hell yeah.
Kozui. Kozui.
Kozui.
Nice.
Out of the three of those, only one of them seems like you could do something about. Don't mind me saying. Just an outsider.
You are speaking out of grief, ma'am, and I understand that. But my friend is right. The last thing you mentioned seems like something we can assist with.
Not our first time rescuing people.
Porky kind of gives a wink.
My comrades are correct.
I want to believe that all the
Borky, Task, and Greckles roll persuasion checks for me.
All right.
I'm kind of good.
Greckles roll with advantage because you have the trident.
Hey,
Oh,
23.
8.
Jane can shoot.
God, we suck.
Oh, damn it! Wait a minute, I'm not wearing pants. God
I
damn
got
it.
that 23. We're okay.
No, you got it.
Yeah.
Me and
To be
Porky.
fair, this is probably their first time ever interacting with an orc and a kobold who are very foreign to them.
That's fair.
We're all
And
like
given
this.
what's happened, there's an
Oh
edge
yeah,
of
no,
suspicion.
there's like no fucking patience. I get that.
It's very similar to what your order would be like, Task, back in
Yeah,
Iron
yeah.
Oath. Like, same thing.
Yeah, that's why Task is sitting here like, look, I super get it.
Roll again with my diehard dice. That's better. But still doesn't succeed. Greckles, she looks at you, and she kind of leans forward and kind of grips her side. She's very wounded. And for the sake of this, no healing would help these. Like, it's just a matter of time. She kind of leans forward and she goes, I heard when they send the Tengu for assistance, they come with wings.
You speak of my adopted brethren. I may not be a full-fledged Tengu, but you have my word that I will not stop until Kozui is brought down.
Or you die.
I'm willing to take that.
She looks at the rest of you, just kind of spans you over. She kind of leans forward. The Queen's daughter. Her name is Glacia. She's 10. Before the Queen was killed, Queen Azone put Leviathan in a bottle and entrusted it to her daughter. But Kozui ambushed us and took her back to his lair.
Who is Leviathan?
Leviathan is our elder primordial, our leader, our god. We did not have the seals ready to stop Kozui, so we had to protect the Leviathan before it could be corrupted. Much less the entire elemental plane of water turned to turbulent seas. Perhaps that is your concern from the material plane. Endless storms of turbulent water, whirlpools. She kind of just sighs and leans back.
Guys, do you remember what the Elder Tempest showed us?
The bottle.
The bottle, yeah.
If you want to die so badly, you can seek out the Abyssal Trench. That's where Kozui makes his lair. He has employed a plethora of deep under creatures of evil and wickedness.
What are their
Commands.
capabilities?
The Kolints will drag you to the hells. They have nets of Kolints. All right, you're not from here. What would you call them back on the material plane? Sea goblins, I think, is what the pirates use.
Oh, that's awesome. Jeez.
Ah, good days.
Thanks for the memories.
They've also employed A kraken, a young
Oh,
one,
fuck.
Whoa, they released one?
upon the Coral Citadel. Yes,
Ugh, bastard.
not a fully
Is that-
grown one, but a young one.
Is that what did all this?
She just looks at you here, just like outside of like the creaking of the building. Use your imagination. And some sort of demon or demons.
Have they attacked since the initial one?
The initial attack, they killed Queen Azone and kidnapped the princess. But they've come back multiple times to take the adults for some purpose we're not aware of.
They take them alive.
Yes.
Would I know of any water-based devils or demons based off of my research?
We fought one.
Roll knowledge, religion, or knowledge arcana of your choice.
Other than what was it called? A
Rogaloth or whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
nah, was that a Yugoloth or
It's called
It was- it
Hydroloth.
Yeah, it was a Hydroloth. yeah.
Hydroloth,
yeah.
that's right. Sorry.
Other than that, what'd you say to roll?
Arcana or religion of your choice.
I will roll Arcana because it is high.
The save on this is gonna be very high, though, unfortunately.
Okay, 13.
Besides the Hydroloth, nothing rings a bell.
Fuck.
If we find Glacia, should we return back with her, or... Apologies, I'm just trying to formulate a plan.
Kozui is keeping her hostage because she's probably the only one now who can lift the seal of that bottle and release the Leviathan.
So Glacia's the only one who could do that, then.
She nods.
Good information to know.
But Kozui has all the talismans, including the one that will corrupt the Great Leviathan.
As morbid as this is a question, what can you hazard a guess that the adults are being taken away for?
I don't have the faintest idea. And unfortunately, she kind of looks towards the door where you guys had entered. I have too many people here right now I need to worry about. You can see why my attention is so divided.
Well, that's why we are here to relieve that.
You must forgive me, but I have very little faith in you. She kind of looks towards you, Seika, just kind of like, again, that same similar sort of like side glance of like, she's expecting you to laugh at her. Like, you get the sense that she's like, why aren't you like mocking me or something, which is pretty standard
Kind
for
of.
the sort of rivalry you guys have. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, kind of sensing that, Seika will forward. I assure you, the plane of fire likely does not fare much better. We are here to help. I'm sure my presence sets many of you at alarm, but... Well, I am here to help. And he kind of looks towards Greckles briefly before looking back at her.
He nods right back at you.
Roll just a general charisma check for me.
Let's go.
Oh boy. 12.
Well, you watch as she looks up at you, and you see her face somewhat softened. She's very hardened, but she does somewhat slide off on like kind of the leering look. She goes, "The Tengu didn't have me quite convinced, but seeing you here does make me trust you a bit more. Whether I'm happy about that or not is still yet to be desired."
I understand where you're coming from. We've yet to prove ourselves to you.
Oh, you just kind of show up out of nowhere, so easy come, easy go, right?
Can you tell us the way to the abyss?
The Abyssal Trench?
Yes.
It's a hole in the ground, in the sand. You'd have to go past the shallows. It's very dangerous there, though.
What can we expect to see there?
She watches, she kind of thinks for a while, and she goes, "How do I explain this? Your material plane. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
There are doors that lead to this place, usually in your oceans, as you call them.
Oh.
Sometimes things come through those doors, and most of the time they end up in the shallows.
So it could be anything.
Kozui is a very much an opportunistic creature, a brute, and highly, highly violent. I imagine that he's got his colinths teeming around the shallows for loot and treasure.
What sort of weapons do they employ? Magic? Mundane?
The battle happened very quickly. Brute strength, magic, yes. Poisons and other such vile things. Nets, tridents, typical standard affair you'd find here. She kind of looks over towards you, Borky. His sword will not work underwater. I mean, it will, but it won't be that effective.
Oh, this thing? Oh. That's okay. I got other tools.
We'll have it
So
taken
that-
care of.
Well, no, that is a fair point. I understand that your supplies are low, but is there anything that can assist us with at least faring in battle a lot more competently?
You've seen we've got plenty of dead soldiers on the ground. I'm sure you can find something. There's a bite to that. If you want the best effective weapons, I'm going to flip to a page here. Your bows and swords won't be that effective. Daggers, javelins, short swords, spears, and tridents are going to be your best option for fighting.
I have short swords to spare, so that works out.
Borky,
Crossbows, nets, and javelins, and spears, and darts, those seem to work still too. But bows and arrows are completely useless underwater. The water stops the strings on bows.
I saw this coming a mile away.
Borky holds up his hand. Borky holds up his hand. What if I shoot electricity?
Then it will arc towards your enemy.
Oh,
the
good.
water.
But doesn't water conduct electricity?
This is salt water. It's not that conductive.
Oh, never mind. We'll find then, guys. Borky pulls out the lightning bolt.
Yeah, but
cocks it like a
doesn't-
gun.
That's
doesn't
only
turn
for
your-
crits.
It doesn't turn your arrow into electricity, though. And besides, doesn't it only work sometimes?
Listen, when you look at me,
yeah.
you don't think, hey, that guy's gonna fight at a distance. Listen, we're sometimes in a situation where it calls for this. That being said, I'm gonna go collect spears, because I'm gonna go through a lot of them. I have a nasty feeling.
Okay. Talk to some of the children. Tell them you have my word. They'll help you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, kids! The little green man wants your spears!
Borky, a little bit of subtlety, please.
Ma'am, I understand that this is all harrowing for you, but in the short term, is there anything we can provide you with right now?
Hope. Not for me, for the kids.
And it
Sega's
turns and
gonna-
walks out.
Sega's going to turn to Greckles. Do you think it wise to announce yourself?
Greckles kind of looks down, closes his eyes, and will re-kneel back to this woman. I'm Tobi Kage, heir... Sorry. Heir of the... God damn it, hang on. Excuse
No,
me.
I get it, man. Breathing in the fucking frog lung is getting to you. I get that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Frog vomit air. Good.
Crown Prince and heir to the Alkali to the Phoenix.
Master Kai.
I am his son.
She turns towards Yusika. Master Kai has a son?
It was a surprise to many. I imagine for this very reason.
Your father is a wise man. Though
I know-
his nature is not of our planes, he upholds values which can only be admired. Our most beloved queen is Zone. You see, like, just pain in the face.
It is
Spoke
my
very-
mission.
She spoke very highly of your father. You should be proud of that.
It is my duty to liberate all 4 realms. We've liberated the elemental plane of air, and we're here to bring hope and peace to this. You have my word that we will not stop.
Hang on. Excuse me.
We will not stop until Kozui's brought down.
Good luck, son of the flame. May the great Leviathan push you to victory. You watch as she just kind of leans back, ending the conversation, and goes back to resting.
Yeah, I'm
Borky, you're out gathering the children to collect you spears.
All right, so like, how many spears on average would you say you kids have? Like, how much weaponry do you children have at any given time?
You watch as like a 10-year-old like water ganassi boy who's wearing like kind of shorts and like is kind of like he's got like a bunch of weapons out right now, and like some of them aren't actually weapons; they're just like really sharp like shells and stuff like that. That he's like currently like tying to like the kids and like kind of giving them like helmets made out of these big like spiky shells and like urchins at the end of sticks and stuff. Well, we got what you need?
I need anything with a blade at the end of a long stick.
Your long stick, okay. You watch as he digs through. We don't got sticks, we got these. And you watch as you pick up, and he's got like bones, like they're carved bones that come to a point. They're probably like from the rib bones of like a whale or some sort of large beast of some kind, like this.
Oh, that'll do, actually.
Okay, how many do you need?
Oh, just all of them, actually.
Okay. You watch as he goes into like this room, and you just hear like this groaning noise as he's just dragging a barrel. Like this big, like almost, it's like a giant shell that's been hollowed out, and it's just like this big, almost bathtub shaped thing, and it's just filled with all these spears, like probably about 25 to 30 spears. He's just grabbing and dragging them towards you.
Okay, I'm liking this here. Now, do you have any rope or things to tie around?
We could make kelp rope, yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. Like, let's go do that then, because what I'm thinking is have it over my shoulders. That way, I got all my ammo in the back.
Okay.
Yeah! High five!
He looks up. He just looks up, like, where?
It's right here. Here comes the high five. Borky realizes he doesn't get it, so Borky like just grabs his hand real quick. And yeah.
Oh.
Now this is a human tradition. Now humans are like me, but not green.
Okay, I've heard of humans. We've seen humans before.
Yes, it's much worse than you'd expect.
They're usually nice. He kind of cocks his head.
I mean, it's really a matter of
Perspective. God.
That Nalavast fucking Willow sneezes.
Right?
I mean, they named their kids something like Stan. Who the fuck does that?
Some of the humans, they name their child their name and they put Junior at the end, cursing that child for the rest of their life.
Oh, I didn't know that. You watch. There's like 5 kids around you right now, Porky.
I'm joking. I know, Junior and Mark. I know you're there. My brother's the same name.
Yeah, our brother's named Junior too.
Yeah, you got a Junior there too. I just
It's
love that the first default is, you know what? The name should be me again.
Me.
It's just never not
Kurt,
funny to me.
Kurt, did you know that Dad wanted to name me after Mom and have me be Mom Junior? And
Oh my god!
Mom hated it. Mom was like, no.
Oh man!
Wow.
I was almost Frank Jr.
For those being wondering, we do have another part of our family, half siblings from a different part.
Yeah,
Anyways,
we have a
that's it.
junior.
We won't go into more
Anyway.
detail on that.
Connor.
Hi,
Yeah,
Connor.
my name has been my name since my dad was 16. That's
So
how
the
special
kids,
it is.
these spears are substantially, they're not heavy, but they are going to take up, room. They are reusable as well. They're very solid, and these are clearly like standard issue spears for soldiers that probably the guard here use. Probably the reason why the kids have so many is because they're too big for the kids to use. They're definitely meant for adults. And they are slightly smaller than what you're used to, Borky. You're used to bigger spears as a big orc, but
Yeah,
the
would you
water
say that-
ganassi are a bit smaller.
I feel like it's almost like the equivalency of like a spear to like a throw-in knife almost. Like these things almost feel like bigger knives with a lot of weight on them.
No, they're spears. They are absolutely spears. There's a shaft, and then there's the pointed point at the top. There's just no, it's not made of wood because they don't have wood here.
Yeah, they don't got they got bone.
They got bone and they got
Bone.
kelp. In terms of rope, they do bring you like woven kelp rope. It's like weirdly, it looks like Jello shots turned into rope, and it's kind of got a weird
Whoa.
texture to it, almost rubbery.
That's
Weird.
because Borky was just gonna like wrap it around the barrel that they've made and then kind of wear it like a backpack.
Yeah. There's like a conch style shell that you can actually like pin to your back. Like the kids actually help you out because it's the
that's
first time they've
metal.
had fun
Yeah.
in a while. And you just like you can slot in like probably I'm gonna say 10 spears in this thing. It's really crazy. You look like it's literally like Borky standing and then past his head are like 10 spears just pointing straight up in the
That
air.
has always been the
Awesome.
aesthetic Borky wants.
Yeah, it
He wants
looks
10 swords. And he just
it looks
staring in the
it looks
air in front
really
behind you.
cool.
Hey, Monty.
Hi.
Just to give you a heads up, I was kind of like, since short swords are kind of okay and any ranged weaponry I have is going to be fucking bunk, I might start employing on 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
Bork-
Did you want to
Because
find two
I do
short
have
swords?
2 short swords.
By the way, Borky
Okay, sweet.
also still has the seahorses in his hair is going everywhere. So I want you to know right now, Borky has never looked this good. He's got someone, you know what, he's coming. He just looks terrifying. He looks so much scarier than he is.
If you
Like,
had
he's
war paint, you would look really scary.
Borky
Like,
just
All
walks-
form Borky champion of the sea.
it's really funny because some of the seahorses are going inside of the quiver that you made with the kids. Like they're all ducking inside of there for safety because it's also a place to go. It's very cute.
Oh, really quick, 2 quick questions, just physical.
Rambo.
So darts work. Would thrown daggers work, or would that be too limited?
I would say they both count. They say daggers work in
Okay.
melee, and I'm gonna say yes.
And then, when alone, Greckles will pull out the Sunblade. Does it do anything different physics-wise underwater?
The light is slightly subdued due to the particles in the water, so it doesn't go out as far. I'd say its actual range is halved because of the
Okay.
water.
Okay.
But beyond that, it's still the Sunblade. It's totally fine.
Okay.
Okay, so
Physics.
like I guess I'm pocketing and sheathing the roper whip, my scimitars wouldn't work, would they?
No, scimitars don't work. No.
All
They're not
right,
specified.
so yep, then my scimitar, my roper whip are getting put away, and I got my
I'm assuming-
my 2 short swords and my dagger.
A task.
Yeah.
Here, I haven't needed these in a while, but you might be able to use them here.
He passes you 20 darts.
Okay, good. This will actually be better.
You guys have tons of darts from those hobgoblins from the
Yeah.
temple as well. So
Yes, any ranged weaponry for me would probably be a
Actually,
godsend.
time out. Before I give you those and pull those out of my inventory,
Alright.
how many of those darts did we have from the goblins? Because Task could just have those.
who
for all I
wrote
care.
those down? Someone had to
I
have
did.
written those down.
I did.
Okay.
Let me
good.
see. Our current situation on those is. Oh, I think we have. Wait, here it is. We have 50.
That's all you if you want them, dude.
If I could use those and get my range proficiencies on it, then fuck yeah.
I believe you're trained in everything.
Well, no, I'm trained to use them, so yes.
Yeah. Go for it, dude.
Sick. All right, so I'm not completely useless in range combat.
Awesome.
All right.
How's Panic?
Yeah, Panic, what are you up to?
The moment she said "give the children hope," Panic left the room, and he's going to try and swim up to sort of a higher point.
Okay, there's like a large, somewhat broken statue of what you assume is Queen Azone in the center, kind of most point of this like area.
Ooh, is that disrespectful?
It's
Let's find out.
pretty busted. so.
I'm going to perch myself atop and cross my legs and begin to play a song for all the children. I'm going to turn some knobs to make the sound less harsh, and it's going to be vaguely Zora's Domain-esque
Okay,
on the guitar.
go ahead and roll a performance check for me.
Hey! 24.
Okay. You play a really nice melody, and a lot of the kids who've been like, polishing, trying to clean up, kind of just stop, and there's like a little crowd beneath you as you see some of the kids like cheering and smiling. You play for a while. You play for like an hour. Notably, sea creatures are also attracted to the noise.
Yeah.
And like a couple of like actual like orca whales show up and are just kind of like curious about what's going on. Again, you have all the seahorses in your hair, and a few other like sea creatures like manta rays and various other whales kind of come through, curious of the noise. No dolphins, because fuck dolphins.
I can't believe I just Metalocalypse Toki's underwater friends.
Underwater friends.
The spirits are lifted of the children, and they seem pretty happy, and for a moment have a momentary distraction. So, good job. But beyond that, is there anything else anybody else would like to do before you guys head out?
I know this is gonna be fucking really fucking...
Borky walks over to Task and just throws down like 10 more bone spears. There you go, Task.
Oh.
They're pretty big for you. They're not your size.
Yeah, they unfortunately won't work for me. That's why I'm like, the darts were a better option.
Oh.
Borky just awkwardly takes them all.
And I got one more physics question for you, Monty.
Mm-hmm.
Can we eat? Is eating even possible?
Now there's a question.
Uh-huh.
We might.
Is there a fish that's just swimming around? I want to just
might have a
bite it
solution
down.
for us if we can get some food. I might have a solution for us.
There
What's
is a
up, Anna?
surface to this plane, so you could actually like breach the top of the water. So that is a thing that you can do, but it does take time to do that.
Are the breathing apparatuses reusable? Like if we take them
Oh
off,
yeah,
can we still
you
use
take
them?
them off, you can eat, and you can put them back on and dive
I
underwater.
think this will work actually.
What's up?
If we can find sort of like a flat space to ourselves where we won't be in anybody's way and where we can just all sit, I'll float off of the Queen's statue. Sorry, Queen. And I will then continue playing my guitar, and I will ritual cast Tiny Hut.
Oh, does
Oh,
that get rid of the
nice.
water inside?
The plane inside is dry and the atmosphere is comfortable.
Okay, I'll say that works because it says.
I can fit up to 9 people inside, so I sort of play a little bit of and this black dome with like a dragon's head and 2 arms that are throwing up the horns briefly appears, and I just, all right, we can eat in here.
I love you, Connor.
Step inside, faceplant.
Yeah, the moment you go inside, you go from like this sort of light feeling that you've had this entire time, and immediately gravity hits you and just slam into like the ground.
Borky just sticks only his face in and says, "Guys, I got to see horses. I got to see horses.
As you stick your face through, you watch as a couple seahorses like land on the ground and start like flopping.
Can I pick them up with my hands? Like, no!
Yeah.
I put them back in.
Roll handle animal.
I'll leave my head outside and comb my hair out before I walk in.
Yeah, you guys like brush off, and it's really sad. There's a little cloud of these. Yeah, Borky, you're fine.
22!
There's a little cloud of these little expectant little. They're just like, no, our home. Like they're just like.
Oh. I'm scared. I don't want to leave. I'm scared they'll have anxiety. Pete, bring me the food. Or he's got his hands in his face sticking through the side.
Well, while we're all in here.
Yeah, you guys take off the
Oh, that's so much better.
apparatuses. The air here is not pleasant. The air here is how do I describe this?
Do we all have?
Smells fishy.
It's oceany. It's not like terrible, like a dock or anything like that, but it's like
Joke's on you. I live for that shit.
it's
dank.
it's a little metallic, probably because a lot of people died here. In the air, it does have a sort of smell of something that died. A little bit. It's not like rotting because water, but
it's
is
a
got
stronger
kind of,
low tide.
It's kind of like a sour smell. And it's humid in here. Regardless of the dryness, it is still mildly humid.
Well, the atmosphere is comfortable. Is what it says.
It is comfortable, but it's still slightly humid.
It's at the upper limits of comfortable.
All right, gentlemen, we have our target, but what's our plan?
Well, we definitely got to scout out what we're taking on here.
Well,
yeah, unlike with the airplane, we don't really have a lot of.
A curious question there, Tash. Do you still have that bird thing when you do that T-pose and you take over it?
I pull it out. Yeah, it's right here.
It has a flying speed. It does not have a swim speed.
Yeah, I was curious. Does that work underwater? Because we could fly it over there and I mean, that doesn't live here in this plane, so they have no idea what that is. And maybe, Greckles, what's the range on your turn something into something else, but it's not really the first thing. It's not really the second thing, but it's secretly the first thing.
I mean, I can only do that to myself, unfortunately.
Damn it!
I
Okay,
could,
never
I could,
mind.
I
And
could.
I
If
don't-
we need a scout, I can polymorph one of us again into like a fish or something.
Or just looks at Remy.
Preferably somebody who can. Preferably someone who can, who, if caught, can get out if the polymorph fails.
Yeah, I can get that.
I was
covered.
thinking more like Greckles.
Perhaps we may wish to employ the use of the scout who brought us here.
I couldn't ask that of them, Kuriyami-kun. They've already lost so much.
These people are far too broken. The morale is low enough as it is. Taking anyone away from them would probably just bring more harm than good.
You guys,
The
as
only
you're sitting
concern-
inside eating, you hear a gong 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 of someone hitting the outside of the hut.
I sort of poke my head outside.
You see like two, like a 5-year-old and probably an 8-year-old currently like they immediately are like, oh, like they get scared and they swim away. They're like terrified.
Who was it, Panic?
Some kids.
Well, here's the thing. I
Also,
I
they can see inside.
Yeah, they're still curious what it was. They just saw like a group of people inside a weird bubble and they were like, oh, can we go in that? And they just started poking. They're kids. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They don't know what's up.
if anything gets rough, I can Misty Step and I can go invisible. It shouldn't be a big problem.
My
other
only
thing-
concern would be using up all our resources and then finding ourselves in a battle where we are shorthanded.
Well, that's why they're contingency plans, Kuriyami-kun. Here's the other thing too, Panic. If we need to create a safe space somewhere, I can drop an alarm spell, no problem.
I mean, I just sort of point to the dome. No one and no thing is getting in here while this is up. That I don't want to.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but can you go out?
Yeah.
I mean,
I sort of
I mean-
I stick my hand out and I pull it back in. And it's all wet. Ah, damn it.
Greckles, I'm
As you
halfway
turn
in.
around, you see like there's now like probably a group of like 12 kids that are just like at a distance looking at this weird circular bubble that just exists now in their house, and they're just like, oh, like they're all just very curiously looking. They're all young kids, probably like the same 2 kids you scared earlier are there, and there's a bunch of other ones. No one looks older than like 12.
Something that I thought of. Would you want me to possibly procure any disguises and maybe sneak our way in? I'd hate to try and take this force on head on.
Disguises of what exactly?
Well, that's
I'm-
what the recon. That's what the recon could tell us.
I'm going to make an assumption here, and feel free to correct me. I'm not sure we can convincingly disguise ourselves as beings that are used to living underwater.
And also, based on what we were told, if we go through these shallows, we're gonna find things that are from other planes. Hell, maybe even stuff from the material just siphoned its way in here.
Maybe we'll find something useful.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe we can actually use that to our advantage. If we use one of those portals and come back through, we might actually be able to resupply.
That's a really big if, but
Yeah.
definitely worth keeping in the side pocket. Borky, you haven't said anything. What do you think?
Listen, when it comes to this, we're going into such a big unknown, and last time we did underwater stuff, it was scary.
I piloted a giant crab suit.
So, and a giant robot dragon as well.
I drive a lot of robots.
Yeah, you're 0 for all for them surviving.
Well,
I didn't say I was good at piloting them.
It's fine.
Well, anyway, what were
gotta-
you gonna say?
I'm gonna go with your lead on this one. You know me, I'm a fighter.
Well, you'll probably be more useful here than you were in the elemental plane, so I hope that makes you happy, big guy.
That's fine. I wasn't my cup of tea, but rescuing people out, breaking people out, oh, this is gonna be, well, not fun.
The one
Pleasurable. Yeah,
we ha-
that's, yeah.
we have 2 advantages. 1, Kozui doesn't know we're coming. And 2, he cannot harm Glacia. She's the only one that can open that bottle, and he needs her.
No, here's the thing. There's a third thing. They have no idea what we are.
That's also true.
Well, they might have some idea. Apparently,
Or
this
maybe
was the
some idea, but not this collection.
Also, I fear there might be a small miscalculation on your part about that, Greckles.
How so?
Lest we forget Divinos. He was very happy of just axing him out of there, and he needed him.
Oh yeah. By the way, because that diamond is like cubic zirconium or something, I can't use that. I need a real diamond to bring people back from the dead again.
So we're out of chances in case the girl ends up dying.
Well, then we'll just have to be extra careful then. But I can't imagine what else he would do. Glacia gets killed, what is he gonna do? How's he gonna open the bottle?
He may not need to achieve his goals.
If their objective is to corrupt the Elder...
Leviathan. It's
Leviathan.
called the Leviathan.
Oh
yeah.
no, okay. Well, I knew it.
Wait,
If-
well,
God damn it.
No, but the corruption, yes, but at the same time, what's more corrupting than leaving a protector of a deity or even a patron of an entire realm trapped inside something?
Then why would he even bother kidnapping her in the first place and instead kill her like he did her mother?
It may still be his goal, but when presented with another option, he may take it.
That's fair.
That's fair. But these are very big hypotheticals we're throwing out here. We didn't even get started yet.
Right.
Are we taking this route through the shallows, though?
One last thing. Remy, you haven't said much. What do you think?
I believe what Borky said was wise. We'll follow your lead, whatever it is.
All right. If you guys want me...
Go,
There's
Scout.
There's now
Spreckles.
30 kids around the dome.
God damn it. I agree we should...
We are a conversation topic, to say the least.
I agree that we should head through the shallows, but we should do it as covertly as possible. If we get spotted, Kozui's gonna know exactly what's coming. That's why originally I wanted to try to run a little bit of recon, see what actually is out there, either in the shallows or in the abyss.
Perhaps
we
we
can-
should arrive at the shallows and make an assessment there. We may be able to set it up as a sort of base camp.
I see logic in that.
Yeah, if we find somewhere that's easily defensible, I can bring this thing back up. I can cast it as a ritual, so I won't use any of my magic to bring it up. It'll just take a while.
Task, do you still have that method of helping us move around stealthily?
Sure do. I hold up my hand and a little purple flame appears in it.
That's probably going to be invaluable yet again. All right. My say, we stealthily make our way to the shallows, see what's actually there, gather resources if we can, and then try to find the Abyssal Trench. From there, I can run a really quick recon, panic if you want to run polymorph. I've got ways to get out if things go terribly. And then from there, we can assess a plan.
You now hear a voice. You can hear outside of the tiny hut, correct?
Yeah.
You hear a voice go, "What are you all doing here? Get back to work!" As you see Tide now, like all the kids are there, and they're like scatter, and they all scatter. And you see, like she kind of cocks her head and she looks, kind of quizzically towards the dome. And you guys are all like eating crackers inside, and turn and look at her, and she's just like she's totally weird. She's never seen this before.
I'm imagining everyone sitting around a table and Borky's ass just
Yeah, your
sticking
ass
out,
is just
sticking
out.
It's like
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, it really is giving off that energy, I think.
Monty, I would love to stick an arm out and offer a piece of cracker or dried meat.
Okay.
That's not dry anymore.
She,
Offer
Wet
her a
dry
cracker
meat.
underwater.
Rehydrated meat.
do you let her into the dome, Panic?
I can let her in.
Okay. As she like hits the dome, she falls just flat, like full on face
Whoa,
plant into
easy.
the ground.
Easy.
whoa. She like flips, like tries to like straighten herself, and you see now she's casting a spell. I believe she's casting Control Water, which actually would help her move. And she's trying to like move, and she's literally like flapping like a fish on the ground. She's like,
Easy.
Yeah.
What do I do?
I hold my hand out to her and I say, take it one step at a time. Use your legs to hold your weight.
How do I? Okay, she like kind of like
slowly.
pigeon-toed, like, you know, way too far out. Like it's like, she kind of uses you guys to like balance herself. Like she's like grabbing your face, Task.
Wow,
and, like,
this is a new experience for you, huh?
Is this what land is like?
Yep.
Yes.
Welcome to our world, child.
This is horrible.
Right?
You get used to it.
Oh, she kind of coughs and like holds her breath. Air? Ugh.
It's not always like this.
No, the surface is way better than this. Oh.
Anyone who's paying close enough attention will see a weird, twisted satisfaction on Seika's face. It's hidden very well, but you guys all know him well enough by now to know that like he's actually kind of enjoying this.
What a dick.
Roll a deception check for me, Seika.
Oh fuck!
I mean, it's crazy.
Fuck.
18.
Okay. She doesn't notice
Okay.
as you make this smile, and she's like, I'm gonna just. She kind of falls onto her side. She's like, like this. She's like lying. She's literally like lying on her side, like just like.
Yeah. No, that's a good start. That's how we all are when we're born.
Seika just mutters to himself in Primordial. Now is the winter of your discontent.
It's
so-
just the Will Smith gif. Welcome to Earth.
River said,
You didn't say it right. It's Earth.
River, can I try that? That looks neat. She points towards one of the crackers.
Yeah, go ahead.
She like bites into it. It's sand.
Behold, the new sensation that is dry.
Oh, hey. She bites into it a second time. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Right?
let your saliva kind of coat it before you try to swallow it.
Yeah. She bites into it again.
Congratulations, you must be one of the few people in this entire realm that knows what bread tastes like.
That's weird. I don't like it. It has no flavor too.
You're supposed to add flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's just salty, but everything tastes like salt. That's
Yeah, you
weird.
can put like cheese or ham.
What's
or
cheese?
Oh boy, do I have a story for you.
So, have you ever heard of a breast?
No!
Please, I was expecting a cheese.
And that's where the scene cuts.
I was expecting a cheese
Alright.
joke.
The
Cheese.
scene cuts there.
Fade to
Commercial
black.
break.
As you guys,
Because
yeah,
I'm about
Tide-
to start a cheese. Gorky's got info.
River has sent Tide to guide you to the shallows. So
Excellent.
you guys go with Tide. There's nothing else here for you. You guys have weapons. There's nothing
Right.
magical here.
Yeah.
Anything of value was taken. Like just bottom line.
Fair
As you
enough.
guys follow, as you follow Tide past the courtyard of the Coral Citadel, you guys reach kind of like a weird sort of like rocky wall that you guys just kind of swim up, eventually reaching, like it goes up and up and up and up. You see like moray eels and like little crustaceans like kind of hiding within the rocks. By the way, the seahorses are back, Panic and Borky.
Excellent.
Welcome back, my
Never
children.
never left. Never left.
Task sees the moray eel, is intimidated but angered by it, and makes the same face back at it.
The stern face-off between Task and the moray eel begins, and when the eons pass, maybe it'll end, but not the gods only know.
You know what that is?
I point my finger into my eyes and then back at it, and I swim with the others.
Yes, do you
As
even
you
know
guys-
what that is? That's
No.
amore.
Oh,
The moon didn't hit the eye like a great piece of pie.
As you guys continue to swim, you eventually see light above you, streaking down, more so than usual, and more clear. You see a twinkling surface of water. And you see now the shelf ends, and it's just probably, I'm going to say about about 100 feet deep
Hmm.
of water, and you can see the surface of the water. And as you reach the top and you can see the surface of the water, you see now this just giant shelf that is just a flat sand, small little aquatic plants, just like a plain, like a field of just flat earth that runs forward as far as the eye can see.
So no plant life or anything?
There's no plant life.
Wow, so
here.
much for hiding.
It's salty, so nothing can grow.
It's any actual underwater like foliage is short, and doesn't seem to do well here. Probably given that there's it's like a rock base. There are rocks, but they're few and far between. It is like a giant.
Hey.
It's almost like an underwater desert.
Hey, Monty.
Hi.
I have a really quick mechanic question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use the soft dirt for hide in plain sight?
For this, no.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's. You can put your hand into it. It is not like loose like normal desert sand is because of the water. It's very compact.
Okay.
And it would take a great deal of effort to actually get your whole body, even as small as you are, under this. Given that there's also like networks of plant roots that are kind of keeping everything somewhat together. It's a very strange environment.
So then, is the water clear here?
Yeah, it's crystal clear. Though there is obviously that same sort of particles in it that eventually look ahead. It's quite hard to see. But here it is much clearer comparatively to the other, the kelp forest you were in earlier and around the Coral Citadel. You do feel like sitting ducks a little bit, though.
Wait. Panic, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to your polymorph, could you possibly turn one of us into a sea animal big enough where we could all fit in its mouth? I've seen baby fish do something like that.
Panic crosses his arms and holds his chin and thinks for a minute. Monty, we did see those big whales when we were on the boat going to Canary's Perch.
You did. Shahalem, if you're watching right now, could you send me my whale stats that I made a long time ago?
Thanks,
if you
Salem.
have them.
Also, when did we leave for the for where we are now? Because
I assume you
7
guys
a.m.
took a rest, like a short rest.
Okay, a short rest.
Yeah, because it's still daylight, and it is recommended to travel during day for visibility.
All right.
Especially here, because the water will get very dark.
Okay. Yep. I only have 2 of these left then. So yes.
All right, so pick who you're going to do it on, and then I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on them.
Well, I was about to say, before you do that, that was just one idea. I could possibly throw up an illusion and we could all fit into it, though there's the risk of people of us seeing through it.
That sounds like a pretty major image. Can you do that?
I could put
And
in a
also,
15.
how long does it last? Because this looks like
Yeah, I was about to say, I could put in a 15-foot cube and it can last for about. It could be a half-baked backup plan if it need be, but I'm just trying to spitball here.
The whale. I like the whale better.
And my spell can last up to an hour.
Let's see.
You might not need to spend it if we can blend into the fauna. May not be a problem.
The advantage
fauna?
of the there's no flora, I think is what he
Yeah, there's no flora, right? Sorry.
I was about to say whales migrate.
The advantage of everything being so clear here is that we will see things coming, right? We're not the only things that are sticking out.
Right.
It's a vice versa sort of situation.
So what are we thinking? Do I polymorph someone and then carry everybody in their mouth, or
Listen, we gotta see a lay of the land before we step one step further.
I mean, if nothing else, maybe we could peek out the mouth.
At least that.
It's hide in plain sight.
Oh, Shahalem, I love you so much. Blue whale.
I think I'm actually the most useless in this situation, but I do have to maintain concentration on it.
I have blue whale stats for you, yeah.
Tass looks down and his eyes widen. I have a very big fear.
The only difference is that the AC will be changed because the AC is very high.
I have a
Okay.
very large fear. If we do go through with this plan, and you do end up polymorphing back, we're not inside of you when it happens, right?
I could. I mean, it's not an instant process. I can spit you out before things happen.
Okay, I hope that's the case.
That would require some saves and you guys could take damage. As your DM, I will tell you that could happen.
Never mind. God just told me that that.
You
could
can
be very
ride.
God speaks through all of us, truly.
You can ride on Panic's back. That's fine because when you transform, people turn back into
And I will
Panic.
cast. I am very okay with bleeding the stealth check.
I mean, you could do it to me. I'd volunteer for it.
I will also say this: if you have a whale in front of you, you are not stealthing that. That is very clearly visible.
No,
mean,
it's a
we-
whale
I-
floating, but in stealth, so you can't see it.
But I mean, I could give the rest of us who aren't a whale the same amount, the same thing as stealth.
You could, yes.
Yes,
But the
so
whale would
everyone
not
else
get
who's
a
smaller
benefit.
than a whale, I can't flip giving the whale stealth, but I can flip
Wait.
us as people.
I had a horrible thought. What if we could drive by within the whale?
I don't
Well,
want to be
wait.
inside the
So
whale.
hang on.
Don't know how they're gonna react to a giant whale, though.
Let me think. If I turn into a whale, or if I turn someone into a whale, and then Greckles casts invisibility on the whale, what happens to everybody else inside of the whale?
It will be like the invisible jet. They will be visible.
Damn it!
Also, do not go inside of someone when they are polymorph. That will be bad. I'm just saying
it's
this
a
many,
bad
many
idea.
times.
And
it's a
as
very
a
bad
person
idea.
who has DM'd as well, this is a terrible idea.
Okay. Again, it was spitballing.
Connor, I sent you whale stats. The
Oh, boy.
AC is different though. The AC is 8, so
I mean,
you're big.
if nothing else, maybe we could hide underneath. Maybe attach ourselves to whoever
Be like those
is the whale.
those little sucker fish.
Yeah, the little pilot
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
That's what I was believing.
The whale's actually kind of a badass. Maybe I should do this to Remy.
Don't fix what ain't broken.
He just looks at his head slowly turns to you.
Remy, would you be okay with that?
No.
Greckles, you've known him long enough. He hates this, but you see him nod once.
He comedy anime. He comedy anime glooms.
The sound of clanking is amplified by the water, so this... Now you're gonna feel a lot better, trust me. Okay. Okay, hold still. And I will polymorph Remy into a blue whale.
Okay, move back. So Remy, I'm gonna send you the stats of the blue whale. The difference being is that the AC is 8. It's not 12. It's actually down because you're fucking huge. So there's your information for the blue whale. It's the first stat block. I did this so long ago. This was so old.
Well,
that was like one of my
still had it.
It's one of my first streams I think I ever did was making these stat blocks. So that's fun.
Hooray!
Right, I'm casting Pass Without a Trace centered on Greckles.
You guys watch as Remy's form just like BAM! Just is huge instantly. Water jettisons back. You guys are all kind of pushed back by the force as you see Remy turn into a blue whale. He is absolutely huge. He's got whale lord energy. What does your whale look like, Remy, as you turn into a blue whale? Or what do you want the whale to look like, Panic? You guys can figure out what this is gonna look like. Yeah,
For you
workshop this.
artists out there.
Yeah.
I suppose the if I'm polymorphing him, the whale will have sort of a dark purplish hue to it instead of a bluish hue.
Okay.
And on his chest will be some of those whale scars in the shape of the House Corbeau crest.
Okay. That's good.
Hope that doesn't stick out too much.
Bosco, do you have the
knife for this thing?
Do you have the stat block, Bosco?
I do.
Okay. All right. So you actually cannot breathe underwater. You can hold your breath for 2 hours as a whale. So you will
Well,
have to
put-
surface.
We'll put the froghemoth thing on your blowhole.
Oh my god.
I don't think that'll work this time around.
That is how you drown a whale. Please don't.
Oh.
I was quiet about it last time because I don't want to metagame, but please don't.
Okay. So you see now as Remy the whale is before you in all his grandiose splendor. He is huge.
Remy too.
You are gargantuan. Your sizing is gargantuan. So yeah.
Remy is going to turn his massive head and look at Greckles, and all you're going to hear is.
Greckles will give you back a deep bow.
I'm gonna roll a wisdom
Deeper
save
now.
for intimidation.
Okay.
I think I've had nightmares about this.
I'm task is just like I'm face to face with my mortal enemy that I wish to hunt one day. I don't know how to feel about this.
Is this your white whale?
I was about to say, are you Ahabing really hard?
Thank
it's
you,
blue.
thank you, thank you.
Cast cap.
Remy,
But
Remy
technically
Dick.
it's purple.
All right.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Well, like I said, I casted Pass Without a Trace centered on Greckles. Oh wait,
Okay.
no, I can only center it on myself. So unfortunately, sorry, dude.
Dude,
All right.
it's fine.
Well, for up to an hour, the rest of us have a +10 in stealth checks.
Okay. So you guys all get on the back of Remy.
Is there a possible way to grapple him from underneath?
You can try. He's got like the in the front chin part where they kind of got that like ribbing sort of effect on the front mouth part.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of cling to that. It's, by the way, Remy, very uncomfortable. Unfortunately, this is a new whale, so there's no barnacles on them. But I'll say you guys can like kind of like utilizing rope or something. You could tie rope around him maybe and just like hold on to it like a necklace. Be like jewelry for him.
Alternatively,
McWhalen.
we could also hide underneath him. I'm assuming he still casts a
That's
shadow.
that's
That's
what
what I was talking
Gaijin
about.
just literally is asking about right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
So-
like so we don't have light cascading down on top of us.
I'll say Borky got some extra kelp rope from the children, and you're able to do that with the kelp rope, and you're able
Okay.
to make like a big ring, and you guys can hold on to the ring underneath him to like hang on, almost like a paraglider, like the
Yeah.
big kites. You guys can kind of do that as you're holding on to Remy, who's kind of having to like hover in place while you guys all get like on him, technically. But you are in his shadow, and it is terrifying.
Can we use like daggers like pittons to just like stab in and hold on?
If you want to stab your
Wow.
friends,
I've
Like
always wanted to
like
Mark.
God of like Kratos it.
Yeah.
See?
I do not allow you to hurt your allies
I'm
unless
not
it makes
serious.
sense, so
It's
I'm going to
fine.
say no. Though he is a big tanky boy, I think he'll handle it well, but at the same time.
Can whales attack? Do they have an attack?
Oh yeah, this
Oh
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a CR7 creature, so
Oh, okay.
Huge McLarge big.
yeah, huge McLarge big.
Duff McWhalen.
Cool.
All right. So
I
Remy,
get that.
as you set off as a whale, I want you to go ahead and roll a survival check for me as the whale to try and figure out where you're going.
Love you, Bosco.
Waylon.
You have +4.
I sure did 4.
Well, hang on.
6.
Hang on. Let me just see something real
Fucking
quick.
face plants right into the sand.
The best.
It's
at
+4.
swimming.
I would like to point out it's the same
So-
2 that I rolled last time.
Yep.
we did this.
So I noticed something. You're rolling d20, not 1d20.
Yes, it's still a d20 though.
It still counts as a 1 though.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's the same
d20. It
thing.
doesn't matter.
Oh.
What? Thanks for wasting
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah,
I
Panic's
just
just
wanted to
showing
make
off.
sure. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't landing on twos the entire time.
So, first of all, this as you guys are in the underbelly of a whale, which by the way is awful. As since it's relatively shallow for Remy to be swimming around in, every particle of sand is getting kicked up off of the ground and into your guys' faces. It's quite rough. Luckily, your mouths are fine because you have the breathing apparatuses over your face, but your eyes are just getting absolutely just bombarded with sand. You begin to see some extra foliage that actually is kind of tall, but it's not consistent, similar to the kelp forest. It's more just kind of patchy. But some of it does reach the top of the water, like 100 feet tall, but it's not it's not ideal. As you guys continue swimming forward, I would say everybody, including the whale. Actually, no, not the whale, because you have blind sight. So you can't actually see anything else.
Tiny beady little eyes.
You got little tiny baby eyes. Everybody except for Remy, roll a perception check for me.
16.
10. Wait, yeah, 10.
Also
19.
God, I cannot roll that.
5.
Okay. As you guys continue on forward, you see something kind of at the distance. You see a dead orca whale that looks like it has been sitting there and has been picked clean. There's very little flesh left, and it's just kind of half sunken in the sand. And as you guys begin to move forward, you see as crabs kind of scatter, and various different other sea creatures kind of seeing the giant shadow of the whale are like, oh, hide! Immediately hide in various different places, near rocks and small little spots within the body itself.
What looked like the most dangerous creature out of all of them that was picking on the carcass?
There was another eel that looked like it was, probably partaking a bit, or at least in the fish that were coming nearby to pick off. Yeah. Beyond that, relatively harmless creatures for the most part.
Money, could I do an investigation check to look for weapons or possible it would be pick clean, but maybe broken weapons or anything like that? Just to
roll a survival check or a nature check of your choice.
Let's see here. Survival, where are you? Survival.
All the way at the bottom.
Okay, there we go. I'll just do nature. I'm a bit more brainy. Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
Big brain!
Big underwater brain.
As you kind of pat Remy to stop and you kind of take a look at the scene, very clearly this was killed by harpoons. You can see holes in different parts of the flesh where they probably was wounded. And looking at certain parts, there are clean cuts in the skin where probably meat was carved away. This was
fucking hit me with a harpoon again. I swear to God.
Guys,
this is very clearly hunted and killed, and the meat was collected.
Guys,
but you're not sure if it was by the water ganassi or if it was by another party. So that's a mystery.
We should be careful regardless. Whoever did this may still be around. We might be getting closer to the Abyssal Trench. Remy, hang in there, buddy.
You guys continue for an hour, and then Remy, you shrink back down into your Remy size, because I believe polymorph only lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the kelp rope just kind of lets you all loose. Like Borky, you just slowly drift to the floor, and all your seahorses follow after you as you just lightly drift onto the sand.
How was it like being huge, Remy?
Embarrassing.
You wear it well.
Remy, think of it this way. You protected us. And that's what you do, isn't it?
That's exactly what I do.
I want to roll a perception now that we're small. Now that we're a little bit more bigger targets for bigger creatures.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Nat 20.
Wow. Jeez, you guys.
That's 2 in a row.
As you are standing there, Cass, your ears perk up. Surprisingly, underwater, it's very strange. And you hear a rumbling. But as you've kind of gotten off of, when you move underwater and the water rushes into your ears, you can kind of feel that. Now that that's over and you're kind of standing there, you now can pick up on this sort of consistent rumbling. It's like a really aggressive sound.
All right, I look to everyone else and I point in the direction where the sound is coming from. I'm not sure if it's getting closer or whatnot, but I believe we should at least try to retain some form of stealth going forward.
Are there things that we could hide in or behind?
Where you are right now, there's some rocks, but they're not very tall.
Well, thank God I casted Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, you're gonna hide?
Yes.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Everybody roll a group stealth check for me.
Plus 10, boys.
32.
38.
Nat 20.
Good.
Wow.
Fucking all Seika does is he stands there and just goes, flame off.
Remy.
It's an 18.
Technically, it's going to be a 20 because underwater, your armor does not clang against itself that frequently, and the sound is muffled. So you actually do not have disadvantage on stealth checks here.
Neat.
Actually, so
Natural one.
Oh.
As you guys all hide and stealth down, Borky is just like collecting the seahorses, like hurting them.
Come on, back in the hair, back in the hair. Do.
You turn around and you guys all hide. And 5 minutes pass. Then 10 minutes pass. And the rumbling doesn't stop. And 30 minutes pass.
Whoa.
Okay.
And eventually you're like, wait a minute.
This is going to be continual. We should move forward then.
Looks like the closer we get, the louder the rumbling gets. Not as we stand still, the rumble gets closer.
Well, I still say we should utilize stealth, so let's move in stealthily.
Okay. I'll use these stealth checks because you guys did roll them. You guys very carefully kind of dipping in between what rocks you can find, what foliage is tall enough to hide you. It's not ideal. It is just not a good place to hide. You up ahead see very clearly like white water, just like this big almost pillar of white water that is like bubbling and like is aggressively like popping, and like it's like a huge rush, and you can see like the sand has a crater in it from this aggression of this water. What would you guys like to approach? Do you guys want to surface? What would you like to do?
Maybe surface, because it should be pretty weird that there's a waterfall within this elemental plane. I mean, that's just me.
Greckles, you break stealth, you kind of swim up to the surface, and your beak kind of blasts out. You take off your breathing apparatus, and you look up, and just beyond the sky is just this giant torrent of water that runs down. And as you look, roll me another perception check for me.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Never mind.
As you're looking up, you're like, whoa, a fish just jumps out of the water and slaps you in the face out of nowhere. And you're like, ah! But beyond that, you don't see anything else from your perspective. It is a tall pillar of really aggressive water.
I was about to say, could it be feasible that it would come from the elemental plane of air? Theoretically
you don't know. I mean,
okay.
It is water, which is weird.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll go back down and report.
Okay.
With a fish mark on my face, Monty.
Yeah, you got a little bit of black eye as you swim back down. You now see your party as they're hiding within like this big school of like little fish that kind of all scatter away, kind of scared of like these strange foreign creatures underwater.
It's the weirdest thing. It's like a giant pillar of water just dropping down. I would figure this entire plane would just be leveled water, but
Huh.
I feel like if
it
we
is
were to...
one of the portals that they spoke of.
that's possible.
However, looking at the water itself, if we were to enter that, I feel like it's a one-way trip.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's coming in either way, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Which
it's
also
coming down.
Which also means if there's anything that possibly came out from another plane, it might be nearby. If Kuriyama-san is correct.
Well, just look around, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Where else do we go?
You guys continue on forward.
Yeah, carefully, keeping an eye out.
You guys continue swimming forward in the water, and your pacing is slowed. You guys are none of you have a swim speed, and even if you did, you all have to kind of stay with each other. The whale helped for a while, but you guys are still not aquatic creatures. And as you continue swimming forward, you see another one of those white things in the water, and then another one that's slightly smaller. And as you kind of continue forward, every probably hour to 2 hours, you're hitting another one of these big waterfalls that enter this area, and they're loud. But eventually, night does come, and the sea begins to darken. And you see the bioluminescent plants and fish kind of begin to appear, but you guys are beginning to get quite exhausted. Swimming really makes you tired very quickly. I'm not making you guys roll for exhaustion checks, but you guys get tired very quickly down here. So.
I'm gonna be even more jacked when we get out of this.
I have a suggestion. If we are to make camp, at least with you casting the domain around us, we should probably pick at least to be nearby one of these portal things.
Why?
I feel like it might, as much as we don't have cover right now, that might be our best bet of safety, because if something does try to near us, they might end up getting sucked into it, or maybe something.
They're coming in. They're not getting sucked in. The water is coming in from.
It's getting buffeted out.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well.
If you did put the dome there, it would probably require checks to get inside of the dome, but the dome would probably be very well hidden within the actual water itself.
That's what I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get in, which is also to our benefit, and it's also going to hide us.
The question is, could I even, if it requires checks to get in, would I even be able to set it up?
If nothing else, you could at least set it to one of the sides of the perimeter. Be less visual.
Yeah, if we set it to the side, then.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely possible to do.
All right, ritual casting tiny hut once again.
Could you click tiny hut for me? I just want to check one thing with that.
This is bringing back so many good memories.
As a large creature, woodland land creatures. Okay. Wow, yeah, there's no limitation. So the pressure of the water hitting it wouldn't actually affect it at all. Okay, perfect. Yeah, you make the dome. As you do, it is half covered by the flow. You were hoping it would flow on the other side and kind of cover the other half, but unfortunately it kind of like divots down around the same way.
Once the dome is done, I would like to double up and cast alarm. That way we can all sleep.
You can't do a full perimeter around the giant waterfall, but you can make a perimeter around the front part.
Yeah.
Also, the dome lasts for 8 hours, so nothing is getting in.
Nothing's getting in, but things can be around it waiting for us.
Yeah, it'll at least alert us that somebody is nearby, like a proximity.
And look at that, alarm lasts for 8 hours, so that's
Yeah.
How much of a visual? How big is it? How tall is this? Like, how much of a visual cue will this be? Can this remain?
It's 10 feet tall, so it's not huge. It's not very tall.
So I've got a 20-foot cube radius around it, so we'll have a little bit of distance if something comes in.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Panic, you make the tiny hut, and Greckles, you kind of go around and you make your alarm spell. You kind of in the sand make your perimeter, and as you actually drag your hand through the sand, like it shifts back into place as if nothing was actually like there. As you slowly just cast the spell. And your alarm spell is set.
Hey, even though you just casted all this, I'd like to at least take first watch since I have dark vision.
I think the idea was that we would all sleep.
No, I
That
get
way
that.
we can get the
I'm
benefit of the full
paranoid.
rest.
Me personally, as a player, am paranoid. So I want to at least do maybe as much time as I can to at least be able to get a benefit of a rest.
Okay.
Unless Monty tells me otherwise.
I mean,
you can see out the dome.
Yeah, you can see out the dome.
You don't have to leave the dome to see through it.
All right.
I would say like it's very secure. I mean, between the alarm spell and the fact that nothing can get into the hut, you're very secure. But if you want to stay up, that's totally fine. That's totally your choice to make.
Well, I only just want to stay up enough that I could still gain the benefit of a long rest.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of gather inside. And as you get inside of the tiny hut, imagine you're inside of like a glass dome and there's just like a faucet of water flowing over top of it. It's very cool. It's like almost being underneath a fountain. It's like the water, you can see the water flowing past you. You can see some fish like slapping up against the dome itself, probably coming down that waterfall. It's very much like a very, very cool environment. The ground itself is actually not sand here. It is like hewn stone. It's stone that's been carved over years of being like hit by this water, probably very aggressively for a very long time. Yeah, it's extremely smooth. It's honestly like probably the smoothest stone you've ever like. You've been to like like the High Council place and even Remy, your homeland. Like you've never seen stone this nicely hewn and perfectly softened. It's very nice, very comfortable too.
You could sleep on this stone. In fact.
Okay. So you guys rest. All right. So as you guys take a rest and the idle sounds of rushing water and the far-off cries of whales lull you to sleep, we're going to take a break.
Oh, yeah, I got a piece of
I just
All this running water has got me.
Yeah, I will be right back.
Before I go, my head canon is Borky's at the edge of this dome thing with his hair out in the water. Just like
little. There is some foliage for the little seahorses to hide in while you're inside the dome, so don't worry too much.
No, I just love doing that because it doesn't hurt my character at all to do it. I just love the idea of him like caring for these. Oh my god, I don't know, I didn't want this responsibility, but I'll do my best.
All right, I will be right back. I'm gonna make a sandwich. I want a sandwich.
Bye, guys. Don't worry. Hey, guys, that means it's time for the halftime show. What up, y'all? I'm Wiggity Whack, y'all. Hey, Burnout, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. What's up, chat? I can see y'all now. Oh, look at all the hellos. So, actually, this is a good time while everybody's gone. YouTube comments. Thank you guys so much for all of the nice YouTube comments that you've been posting on the episodes that are up. For those of you that are watching this live, yeah, it's been a little slow. YouTube's been kind of weird, but they're slowly coming up there. So, yeah, it's happening. Also, there was one particular comment that I want to address that it was not negative or positive. It was just a comment. Yeah, I have been very, very quiet recently, but I'm okay. We have 6 players. I'm just trying to tone it back. It's intentional. I'm good, but thank you for asking. And I'm happy to be here. So there we go. That cleared that up. I'm also not doing work, YouTube commenter. I am right here, ready to go. Burnout, I will throw you through a table. You just need to leave. 100 bits from Foxy. I give luck to the party and to Remy. Thanks for the separation, I think. We need a Bosco halftime theme. Also, Bosco isn't quiet. Remy is just wise with words. Boom! Yeah, I'll take that. That's a really good lie. I mean, spin. I mean, truth. Bosco is a genius player. No, the F I am not. But I appreciate you lying to me. Why do all of your characters hate dragons? First Remy, then Bryant. Neither of them hate dragons.
Okay, I'm back.
Neither of them do.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. Just explaining myself to the chat. What is this? This is Parsnips Dandy. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Hey there, y'all. Love for you equally, except Bosco. Go Bears. Oh, well, thank you so much. Dandy, I didn't realize you were a Bears fan. We've got Neo with a couple of bits. Sup, Bosco. What's some cool sea creatures you'd want to be turned into? I mean, whales are pretty cool, so that checked that off the list. There's like this weird like sea scorpion creature that has like, it lives at the very, very bottom of the ocean, and I forget what it's called, but it's got like a weird crab face, and it's just up on these hind legs. It looks like something that should be in a horror game, honestly. I forget what the damn thing it was. Parsnips Dandy says, that was totally my message, Bosco. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I got it right.
Nice.
Yeah. It's very kind of you to reinforce that.
I apologize for all the coughing. I had to do a lot of recording today, and I'm not a trained voice actor, so it pretty rough.
That might be it, Mad Tom. I would have to look it up, the picture.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Omnizar, thank you so much for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 bits. 3, 2, 1, Agi Gagomo. Hope y'all are doing well. Shout out to Shell being an MVP. We got Oathbreaker John with 100 bits, so I got my first set of Die Hard dice, and I want to buy more because their look is so nice, and I don't know what to pick. Cries in despair. Death the Kid with 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 bits. Hey, Bosco, wanted to say, what up? What up? Let me see, which one is this? Corin Solist? Solist. I'm going to go with Corn Solist. If anyone in the party played Soma, oh gosh darn it, don't scroll. Get ready for creepy stuff in the deeper, darker part. Destroyer 777 with 100 bits, still waiting for Crabbiest cameo. 20 BMG with 200 and change. Any Super Bowl predictions? My gut says Packers and Chiefs, and I hope the Chiefs destroy the Packers. Also, Defective Thief, Sheep, thank you for giving 5 Tier 1 subs to the community. And the rare Wyatt with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much.
I will say this, Crabbius the Mighty is currently in another plane of existence, so yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I have crackers. All this talk about sea nonsense got me thinking about them oyster crackers.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to be making my first demo reel in the near future. Would you have any tips? Don't do it unless you're ready. And if you have to ask yourself if you're ready, you're not. Queen Elfie
Wait. One. It's
Queen Elfie one. There it is. Yeah,
hey,
okay.
Queen, what's up?
Look, they're all lowercase letters jammed together. Thank you for the 5 Tier 1 subs.
Love you, Queen.
Arnell Vaughn with 100 bits, just joining the strain. The strain?
Probably the train.
You mean the train? The stream? The stream train. Well, sure. And supporting the stream, I have nothing clever or funny to say. You can't even type right, so I believe it. Tears of Mozart with 92 bits. I would be looking for maybe some stuff that got tossed overboard by the clergy might have come through the portal. I don't know about all that. I think that was dumped overseas in the material plane. T Chaos, thank you for the Tier 1 sub. Viridian Winter with 1,000 bits. Hey, Bosco, I might have missed the announcement, but what happened with Saturday's episode of the Prince Division? Was everyone okay? No, actually, not everybody was okay, actually. So what happened was, no, we're fine. It was tech. It was all tech. Hard drive blew up.
Bosco shot his computer again.
It's true. I put 3 shots in Zito's ass, and we just couldn't play.
Man, I wasn't even playing that night.
I know, man. I was just like, man, I got to pop a cap in Zito real quick, and then I double-tapped him.
It's a shame.
It's true. El Robot with 100 bits. It's okay, Bosco. There's always next year when it comes to sports. No, the fuck there isn't. Don't try to be positive with me. Shut up and get out of here. Magic, thank you for the bit saying hi. Finally changed my name. Magic Ninjag Ole Miss Kirby Moore.
Wow.
That's the name. Foxley Foe with 100 bits.
I'm here with a sandwich. I'm back.
I think Bordy is getting his hair styled by the seahorses. He's going to have the best braids of anybody. Iron, thank you so much for the 100 bits. No message, just bits. That's the message. Actually, that's what the message was. Like Tubuya with 100 bits saying, I said you are a generous player, Bosco. You're incredibly considerate and give other players the spotlight. You lovely illiterate. I'm not that either, but thank you for the 100 bits and for lying to me.
How the fuck you lying in front of Bosco and God?
Queen, thank you for the 1,000 bits saying love this campaign at Gaijin Goomba. Stash with 500 bits. I'm on my 4th re-listen of the podcast of the Unexpectables. Thanks.
Wow.
For making my job go faster. Holy crap.
I check yourself in. That is way too much of me. That's
Blue
way
K
too much.
Yost with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. Magic with some change. Saying I couldn't fit the whole thing in, so the last name got cut off. Oh. Nice. Zaco Duo, this was the closest the Browns ever got to glory. At least they did better than the Bears. Yeah, but here's the problem, Zaco. We lost because we were garbage. You lost because your team couldn't beat a backup quarterback. You guys lost to Chad Henne. You are garbage, but I'm happy that you made the playoffs. But don't talk trash. You lost to Chad Henne. Just reflect on that. Purple Fish with 100 bits. Thank you so much. Bubba Boo, or Bubba Bob, rather, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 and change. Title, Smoke in the Water. I'm actually kind of okay with the smoke on the water. DMTA.
We own the idea of music.
We do.
It fucking blows my mind that that's the end all be all sometimes with this shit. It just does come across that way.
Uh-oh, we saw one booba for 1 second. Gotta ban that
I
streamer.
refuse to respect the music industry because they thought that pesky internet thing would just go away.
Yeah, heaven forbid the owner of said organization pay taxes and could use that money respectfully to pay all of the beautiful music
that
artists.
sounds a lot like
Politics.
Oh no, that's right, that is. So how about we talk about Ala Walla Bingo, whose name I still fucking love to say.
Beautiful.
With a couple of bits saying, hey gang, enjoy the show whilst I finish the last few hours of work. Also, best part of Quiet Bosco is him slipping in those quiet jokes and puns that the cast rarely noticed while playing.
Oh, we noticed. We just choose to not acknowledge.
Yeah, they're smart. They don't lie to me like all of you do and say that I'm entertaining. They understand the true depths of my depravity.
Listen, if I caught it, I would have did something like this. I got that reference and I clapped.
But you didn't get the reference.
ATST. It broke new ground.
Omnizar, thank you for the 5,000 bits. Gotta admit, I haven't been around often, so seeing 6 people in the party was a surprise. Quick question: any advice for creating a D&D villain who gets stronger over time? How much should it be a time-based thing or a story-based thing or something else? Actually, I can answer this and Mark can back me up. So we had a character in our campaign that was introduced session 1, which I think is important for really long campaigns. Have the villain mentioned or talked about somewhere in session 1, and then if you're going to have them grow in power, they should be doing stuff in the background while the party is maybe going after a figurehead. So the best way to make the big bad look intimidating is have them be a couple steps ahead at all times. So that way, when they're accomplishing their goals, like if the party has like a really cool victory and they beat what they think is the big bad, the other guy's been in the background doing all this other stuff, and they're like, actually, no, you got to get over there.
Yeah,
and then as they have
really
nemesis system.
Yeah. And some of this
is really important. You don't want them to be present too often.
Exactly. Some of the scariest villains are the ones you know the least about. The example I like to use is the Reapers from Mass Effect. The less you knew about the less you knew about the Reapers, the better they were as a foe.
Because when they were kept as purely existential, that is something that everyone can understand.
Yeah.
Also it's one of
Silent Hill
those things where it lets your imagination be as more terrifying than whatever they can show you.
Yeah. Horror games do that too, where they'll mention something or they'll talk about a creature.
The less you see something, the scarier it is, and then when
where
you
you're like,
see it
oh,
too
I've
much,
heard
it
about
goes
this
up.
pyramid head thing, but he doesn't show up till the end of the game. It's like, oh,
He barely
God.
shows up in the game, and he's fucking
Yeah.
terrifying. The times he
but
does show up.
look at how awesome he was in the movie when he was on screen longer than the main character.
Hey,
Felix the Bard, not to be
Of a
controversial.
guy who
Which
was
movie?
done like fucking 3 movies ago.
Okay, wait,
Yeah.
Felix the Bard, Yo
John
Bosco
Connor.
just wanted to say hi. Well, thank you. Pam, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub.
I've made a terrible mistake.
What have you done?
looking.
I made a sandwich with pickled jalapenos, and my mouth is not happy with me.
Oh,
no,
what?
Marty.
Oh, no.
Milk or bread? Milk, bread, or ice cream?
I have milk right now, but I'm just like, oops.
You done messed up. You
It
done
was
messed up.
delicious, though. It was so good.
But Magic
you
with the
good?
bits saying, I'm actually hoping for a pirate Oni after last week's episode. I mean, I guess we'll see.
Okay, are we good to keep going?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hear me okay?
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh,
you're
I'm
good.
sorry. I'll try and mute myself more.
Mark, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I was just
Let
going
me
to
eat
take my
one more
sweatshirt
cracker,
off,
I'm
so give
sorry.
me just 1 second.
No. You wear that
No more
sweatshirt. You
crackers.
own that.
Ironically, the guy playing the fireman is hot. So, sorry, 1 second.
Okay. Well,
Well,
as
that's
Mark is taking off his sweater, Task, go ahead and for a couple hours you stay up and keep watch. So go ahead for me and just do a perception check for me.
Will do.
Excuse me. Oh my god.
Don't die.
12. Number one, not a train you're used to. And movement could, there it is, could mean something big and something small, but it's hard to tell, even with your dark vision. Ground creatures are easier to discern at a distance because it's based off of how far away they are. Fish could be anywhere, and that's scary.
Fuck, that's terrifying to a kobold. Fuck.
You do see bioluminescent jellyfish kind of float through gently, kind of avoiding these giant spouts of water.
One turns around and goes, hello.
You do notice there's a couple crabs that show up and try and pick out stuff near the actual dome itself. Doesn't trigger the alarm spell because they're completely harmless.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just gently, picking up stuff and eating it and then scattering away. You do see some manta rays kind of float by, and that almost lulls you into sleep as the gentle rushing of the water kind of takes you, and you all get the benefits of a long rest.
Cool.
And assuming you guys all ate a ration as well, so you're all good for that point.
Yeah.
I actually pulled it off my inventory, too.
The ones the raccoons didn't get.
Damn raccoons.
Okay.
You know, that actually makes me think. Taz?
Oh, hold on. You guys are still sleeping.
Sorry.
You're awoken to the most horrible sound you've ever heard in your entire life.
It's time to
good.
get okay.
No, not that.
Although,
Close.
As the light gently creeps in, you suddenly, like, you ever sleep and there's just suddenly a shadow that passes by your window, and like you're asleep, but your body kind of acknowledges it.
I don't sleep with my window open, Monty.
Okay, I'm a weirdo. Anyway, no, it's fine. I'm a freak. Thanks, Mark.
don't let
No,
Come into your room too?
Monty, the fellow Canadian in the chat is shaking his head as well. Don't worry.
Okay. You hear a sound, which sounds like an explosion of water and the most horrible crunching noise you have ever heard. Like object meets immovable object style of sound.
Sounds like a car crash.
It sounds like a head-on car collision with cars that are the size of size of whales almost.
Oh,
It's a
no.
horrible noise. There's a cracking noise and a snapping noise, and you are all immediately like awake instantly. Like the sound is so loud that it just wakes you all up. No checks necessary, as you guys are all like, whoa, like out of your beds immediately. As you look up, you see splinters of wood in the air.
oh,
And you see the underside of a massive ship.
What?
Well,
Check to see if there are survivors.
yeah, for real.
Okay.
I'd like to check and see what the fuck caused that.
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Also, precisely how many hours has it been since I cast?
You guys got your full rest. I'm gonna say about 7. Like you're right on kind of the last tail end hour.
We're on the last hour, so I'll just keep it up.
Yeah, you keep it up.
11.
Okay. You don't know, but something's happening.
I was meaning more like if one object hit another object, what the fuck was the other object?
You guys, your dome.
Oh,
Yeah. You see there's splinters of wood, and you see the hull is damaged, but not completely destroyed. This is a warship. Just looking underneath it, this is a massive war vessel.
Logos.
Yeah, for
Underwater, you can't see anything. You just see the hull of the ship. It is currently, looks like it's resurfaced, like it bobbed back up to the surface, and you can see the underside of it. The rudder is, like, shifting quite aggressively, like it seems to be maneuvering, so there's clearly someone at the helm.
I feel like maybe we should go check it out.
yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, okay, so like this, is it above us or around us right
It's
now?
above you guys, because you guys are at the bottom of the water, and this thing is
Okay.
bobbed to the surface of the water at this point.
Oh man,
Okay.
we get to experience what it's like being a fucking like a monster goon emerging up on top of someone's ship.
Let's do it quietly.
That's even worse.
We gotta cackle. We gotta cackle, right?
Yeah.
And also
As you
punch
rise
those
out of
hips.
the water.
I'm trying to find something that is appropriate for this scenario.
Should we have eye patches task?
One of us needs a striped shirt that's soggy and ripped.
Yes. I
about
brought
this?
2.
No, we need a scimitar in our mouths as we climb up the ship.
Oh god. I'm gonna grab. Hold on. This might work. All this might work well enough. No, that's not it. Last time on whatever.
When last we
Sorry. This? What about this? You know what? This works. So you guys are in the dome. What are you doing?
I'm gonna reaffix my mask, and I'm going to just pop out of the bubble
Okay.
and just look up. So is it far above us now? Now that
It's
at
like
the surface?
straight shot above you from where you are right now, almost.
Does
It's
it
like
look-
it's like trying to turn away from the spout, obviously, to avoid additional damage to this ship.
Does it look like people have fallen off the boat?
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. I'll do this. 5.
All the bubbles and all of the debris, it's very hard to tell from your position.
I was just gonna say I'd like to exit the bubble and start swimming up carefully to see if there are any people in the water.
Okay, you've been swimming up to the surface. Who else? What is everybody else doing?
Yeah, I was
following.
gonna aim more towards where the damage was to the hull.
Okay, you're gonna swim towards the hull damage for sure. You begin
Yeah.
to swim towards the hull damage. Okay, Remy, what are you doing?
Am I allowed to swim?
Yeah, you can swim. I'll let you swim.
Cool. I'm gonna follow Greckles.
All right, it takes a lot of effort, but you follow Greckles. Seika?
Yeah, I was following Greckles as well.
Okay. Borky?
Oh, the clap of his feathers really allow me to follow him.
God damn
Okay.
it.
So everybody, I'm going to say, with the exception of Task, are swimming with Greckles at this point, including Panic, because you're just kind of sitting there and you can't see anybody. Task, you head towards the hull of the ship. As you guys all breach the water, which is closer, you guys all breach the water. Everybody, except for Task, roll me a perception check for me.
18.
7.
10.
8.
10.
Greckles, you kind of push yourself away from the boat and you look up. It is flying colors. It appears to be a pirate flag. The skull is replaced with the skull of a turtle, like it's like a turtle skull. And where they would have like the X, like the bones, like for the X behind the head, instead are two cannons coming out on either side.
Ooh.
Okay. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Task, as you're swimming towards the hull, you notice that the front of the ship is fully armored. There's an entire ramming front to this ship, made with very cobbled but decent iron mixes of metals near the front. The hull you see now is actually like getting healed over. You see, roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh boy. A
Okay, it's a spell of some kind. This is definitely not being done by hand, but you're not sure what spell it is. As you watch, as you're like swimming towards it, like I gotta get in that hole. You watch as the hole just heals up completely.
Oh, I didn't want to go into the hole. I wanted to see if there was like a person. I wanted to see like what was going on.
Roll a perception check for me.
18.
Okay. It was very difficult to see, but you swear you saw the silhouette of a human before the hole got sealed up.
Because even while they were trying to seal it up, I tried to gain their attention.
Okay. They probably didn't see you because there was probably water flowing in from that hole, which was probably blocking their view.
All right.
You get the sense of.
Can I surface and find anything to grab onto the side, like maybe like rigging to get onto the ship?
You rejoin your companions, and you do see there is what looks like the mast has actually fallen over on its side. It looks like one of the smaller masts has actually been damaged quite heavily, and currently it's hanging over the side, and the rigging is like actually being like drifted in the water behind this ship.
Oh.
I'd love to, if I can I get some debris or something like that? Basically place it kind of over my head and just try to sneak my way over to see if I can get an eavesdrop in.
This is a huge boat. So
okay.
Yeah, this is for context, this is the biggest size a boat can possibly be.
Was it as big or bigger than the one that slammed into us from the
way bigger. This is almost twice the size. Yeah, this is a huge vessel.
I have an idea. Monty, will you allow? Can I actually summon Epoch and fire a like bright arrow into the air so it acts like a flare?
Sure. Yeah.
Good call.
So, I summon Epoch, aim up high, and I scream out, "Hey, over here!" and I fire the arrow.
Okay. You just the shining arrow goes up. It's like a lantern arrow at the end. It has kind of like a glowing effect. And as you turn up, you begin to hear bells ringing on the deck of the ship now, and you begin to see just a lineup of people just kind of jutting their heads over the sides of the boat.
While we're surfaced, I'm going to pull out the portable boat.
There we go.
And I'm going to unfold that and just climb in.
Okay, you guys unfold the portable boat. You all climb in and begin waving at the people. You see there are fires on the ship, actually, currently being put out. And notably, there are cannonball holes on the side of this ship as well.
Jeez.
It looks like it just came out of a fight. And there's a lot of notable damage, and you just see people running around. But there are 4 individuals currently looking down, and they run over, and like you hear a lot of shouting. Nothing you can really discern. It's just like a big thing of noise. And you guys are in the boat. All of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
you watch as a line is cast out towards you with like a floating ring on the end of it. It's like a sack. And it's like you watch as it's thrown out towards you and splashes into the water towards you.
Let's get it and try to like get it like attached to the boat somehow.
It is already attached. They're holding onto it, these 4 people. They're going to try and
on our
Yeah.
boat.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They basically threw you like a life ring on like a
Yes.
rope, just so you could grab it and hold on to it so they could pull your boat in.
Okay.
So you watch as you who's holding onto this, by the way? Who's holding onto this ring?
I will.
Okay.
Okay, Seika, you grab it and you kind of position yourself. Go ahead and roll a athletics check for me.
16.
Okay, you don't get thrown off, but you're like, I got this, and you like look and smile at your companions, and just like it just gets taut completely, and you're like, whoa! As great deal of strength is brought to pull you in. Eventually, the folded boat kind of clunks against the side of the hull of the ship, and you hear kind of coming down as you see a bundled up like rope ladder just let loose next to you.
Well, I started this bullshit. Let me climb up first and take the repercussions for it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll go
well,
second.
Well,
I'll
now
go
we have a
last.
Well, now we have a shortcut to get up there, guys. Thank God.
Oh, god damn it.
Now we can fast travel.
Fucking Assassin's Creed reference.
God damn it.
Oh.
All right, so Task, you clamber up the side. The deck is pandemonium right now. There are bodies on the deck. There are pirates running around. And as you're greeted by the 4 individual, one is a goblin. One is also a water genasi, which is interesting. And the other 2 are humans. And they kind of see you and like they turn to each other and they go, I don't remember him. They're just like, they're exchanging these very quizzical looks. As the rest of you guys climb up onto the deck, they kind of like back up slowly and just hear barking orders and people running around.
Since I'm there first, I will hold my hands up and say, I assure you we'll answer your questions, but it looks like you need assistance right now.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Did it? Oh, there it goes. Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Oh my God! Yes.
You watch as the goblin kind of turns over to one of the humans and goes, well, he's not a killer, nor an elf, so I think we're good. And they kind of nod to you and goes, help with the rigging! Put out the fires! And they watch as they all scatter.
I looked at
What are you guys
everyone else. I looked at everyone else and they say, well, let's put out fires.
Yep.
I grab
Seika
the
throws
I
himself
grab the
over
portable
the
boat and I say no boat, and it turns back into a plank of wood.
Nice. Boat be gone.
Borky's gonna stick like Ronfault in the water and use it like a when those kids had those
Oh my
wakeboards.
God.
You know like the what do you call those boards at the
Boogie
when you're-
boards?
Yeah, boogie
Yeah,
boards.
boogie boards,
He
yeah.
puts it Brumble in like a boogie board and uses that to give a big spray over his shoulder like a kid would in a water fight.
That's actually pretty smart.
Thank you. You get a lot of water. No aim, but I didn't think Borky needed to.
I am going to use combinations of prestidigitation and thaumaturgy to slowly make the fires less prominent.
Okay, there are quite a few sorcerers on this boat. You count probably 4 individual sorcerers. 3 of which are humans, one of which is a water genasi as well. There's also a druid as well that's using control and like create and destroy water to just dump out water. You watch as a bunch of people are like grabbing a lot of the rigging to re-angle the mast in the middle. Anyone who wants to assist with that, make athletics checks for me.
I do actually want to ask one thing, Monty. I
Sure,
wanted to
yeah.
see who looked like the most capable in taking out these fires so far. Like out of all the people who are like dealing with the fires, magically, I want to know who like seems the most competent.
Definitely the druid. There is a what looks to be an elven druid, you think, wood elf druid currently that's just like summoning just giant masses of water, taking out the biggest parts of the flames.
I kind of like whistle at them to get their attention, and I cast haste on them.
Okay. You watch as they like look at you confused, and then suddenly like the world gets slower for them, and they're like, what?
And I salute to them in slow-mo.
They give you like a nod. There's this moment of just like thank you, but like who the fuck are you? Like we don't remember you. And just water
later.
Unfortunately, they can only use one spell a turn, so that doesn't actually increase their speed to like do that. But they're able to move around the ship faster, which does help.
Yeah.
Seika and Borky, you watch as a bunch of really strong like rigging men like walk over to the mast and begin to pull it, and you see there's two spellcasters of some manner who are around the mast, and they're kind of like rubbing their hands together and are waiting. And with those checks, with flying colors, you guys managed to grab the rigging and bring the mast out of the water, this massive mast, and put it back into place. Like your muscles are screaming at you. Like Seika, this is probably the heaviest thing you've ever lifted in your life. And as it like comes back just right back into place, you watch as both of the casters just slap their hands onto the mast, and you watch as the broken part just like mends over and is completely fixed. You watch as they kind of sweat and look and nod towards each other. And eventually the chaos begins to subside, and you begin to hear a loud booming voice come over everybody who is just kind of like taking a breather at the moment as the panic kind of calms down a bit. So give me 1 second to grab my
panic finally calmed down.
Thanks, Panic.
I know it was a little hairy there for a second, but I'm finally
Fucking
calmed
going
down.
nuts on everybody.
This is what happens when you take him to a disco.
You watch as a Triton runs past you guys. He is a Blackmoor goldfish Triton. So he's got these big bubble eyes on the side of his face, like they're huge. Like a pouty little lip. He's completely like black from head to toe. It's kind of like a bluey color. And he's wearing a pretty nice jacket. And you watch him kind of like using the rigging, like kind of swing over towards where the captain's quarters would be. And you watch him go, "Captain, we've got the leaks down below decks dealt with, and the mast is back in position." And you watch, with heavy footfalls coming down the staircase, a turtle, a massive turtle, with black scales, black shell. He's probably a good foot taller than Digsby. This is the second turtle you've ever seen in your guys' life, by the way.
Guy's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
It's about to get more cool. He's wearing like a, the standard, pirate captain sort of hat and like jacket with like pants, no shoes. But grafted onto each side of his shell are two cannons.
God damn it! I knew you were gonna Blastoise them.
He looks like Blastoise. Yeah. His turtle species appears to be that of a leatherback sea turtle in like face and backing. And he looks older. He definitely looks way older than Digsby. Digsby was quite young. And you watch as he just
fucking chunky.
You watch as he like with each footfall. This is a heavy turtle. Like the deck kind of shakes a little bit, and you watch as all the pirates just all kind of like gather up, and he's just like, "Good work, everyone. Those damn elves tried to get us once, and they won't get us again. Morrigan, where are we?" And you watch as that same goldfish Triton's like, "Captain, it appears we're back in the elemental plane of water, sir." Great. You watch as the turtle kind of walks over. "Pratley!" And you watch as a human man runs up to him and goes, "Assess how many men we lost." And the human nods and runs off. "Alan, Kanan!" And you watch as he turns over. You see a young elf woman currently manning the helm. "Get us away from these spouts, much less we lose our ship." You watch now that you see him as he walks out. He's flanked by two lizard folk as well. And I'd say none of you have a sailor background, so you wouldn't know what these guys are. Yeah, they're fairly strong looking. Their forearms are just like crazy. One of them looks like an Asian water dragon, and the other one looks like a common basilisk. They're kind of these bright, vivid greens.
Borky was on a ship for a while, though.
Yeah,
Borky was.
You got to remember that was level 1 Borky. Borky was really just following orders and moving stuff constantly and being.
So actually, Borky, roll a just roll a general intelligence check to see if you remember this.
Jeez, Louise.
Monty, would my criminal background come into this?
17.
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. 17. The two lizard folk are cannoneers. They probably man the cannons on his back, is what you're assuming, Borky.
Oh, that's
so tight.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh no, if we aggro him, they're gonna jump on his back.
You watch as you watch as like this turtle kind of turns up. It goes, Gariel, are you alive up there? And you watch as leaning down, you see a kenku. What looks to be some sort of eagle type of kenku. You can't really see from this distance. You go, "Hi, Captain. Despite their best efforts, I'm still alive." You watch him. Okay, good. Sparky, and you watch as one of the wizards who helped fix the mask goes, "I'm all right, Captain." Okay. Iwat turns over and he sees you, and he's like, his eyes kind of narrow, and you watch now as all the other pirates who, obviously distracted by all the chaos, kind of turns around. In the background, you see the druid kind of like, like running around like crazy, like sped up.
I can uncast that off.
Oh, he just realized there's strangers on his boat.
He just realized.
He just went, who the fuck are those guys?
Tass looks over at the druid, snaps his fingers, and dispels him.
She looks really tired. Like the moment it ends, right? She has exhaustion. She's like,
yeah, that'll. I looked at her.
Wait, no. If you're ending it early, then yeah. But if you let it ride out, then she doesn't get exhausted.
Oh,
it gets exhausted regardless. I believe. I don't think it's indeterminate.
A willing creature. Blah 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 blah. You can take a dash action. The spell ends. The target can't move or take action until its next turn. The wave of lethargy sweeps over it.
Yeah.
Where's exhaustion then?
I thought they take exhaustion. I'm an idiot. I'll have to double check that. My bad.
No.
Anyway.
Well, for flavor's sake, I just like snap my fingers to dispel her. You'll
she's definitely lethargic.
You'll feel a little tired, but that's normal.
I'll be damned.
You watch as the turtle who walks over. He's again very tall. Kind of like walks over, and you get the sense of his mass. Like he's got Bowser energy. Like this guy is like solid. He kind of looks down towards you all and goes, "Looks like we had some stowaways."
Oh,
looks like that help keep your ship from burning up.
He kind of turns over, and you see like one of the pirates just like smacking out the last few flames with his hat, and goes, "Well, it is appreciated. I think we had it handled. What island do you hail from, stowaways?"
The material.
Well, obviously.
We're from Alavast.
He kind of narrows his eyes and he goes, "Ala what?"
Oh, jeez.
It's a relatively new town full of hodgepodge people, kind of like your crew.
Yeah, there's lots of towns popping up on the islands of the archipelagos. You're gonna have to be a bit more specific, son.
Do we know what fucking archipelago we're on?
Or the continent name, or...
It's Alavast. The continent, the country is called Alavast. The city's called Alavast. That's all you know.
Like I said, Alavast.
Question, Monty.
Yeah.
Given that you said I arrived in the material plane on the archipelago, would I have a way of responding to that question?
Yes, you would know that when you were jettisoned out, you arrived basically in the archipelago. The northwestern archipelago of Alton is where you arrived.
Do I know how, what they were south of that, correct?
You traveled south down the country on the coastline, eventually making your way to basically the southmost point where you took a boat and eventually made your way to Alavast.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they are from a ways far south of Alton.
Yeah, that would be correct. There, your elemental buddy there is right. We're from the northwestern archipelagos.
We may have left here somewhere because you're in the water realm, the water world.
Not my first time being here in the elemental plane of water, but we'll get it right sorted.
Who's giving you
I have no idea how they did. Did they open a door? Like, what am I gonna? How?
He looks at your confusion and he turns back and he goes, "Son, where do you think we came from?" And he points up the water spout that is cascading down into the ocean.
Oh!
Up there, real high, is a whirlpool that we accidentally got corralled into by the Kalanon military.
What'd you get? The Kanon?
Kalanon.
Kalanon.
Would we know where that is?
Ooh, that sounds like a defense.
History check. History check with a very hard DC save.
Okay, well, let's try.
Yeah, here I go.
I'm not even gonna try.
A 14.
You actually would have advantage, Seika.
I would?
Yeah, you would, because you were traveling in that area.
on, buddy.
12.
Panic.
Ooh.
You would know this, just from your experience with other people. Kalanon is a island nation that is, I believe, who lives in Kalanon? I think it's Moon Elves. It's a Moon Elf civilization.
Moon elf?
Moon Elf, yeah.
Moon elf.
Moon Elf. You guys know a Moon Elf. You guys met a, that was the leader of the,
In the Illinois clergy.
I was about to say Illinois.
yeah.
I know. I'm just moon elf is a funny word. It's a funny phrase.
Just trying to make sure I have the right one. Oh, Lenula. So sorry, Sun Elves. I apologize. I got them wrong. So Kalanon is Sun Elves.
Have we
Check my
met any
notes.
sun elves?
Viantius Apostrophe was a Sun Elf,
Fuck
Oh
him.
my god.
but they're not confined to Periton. Like they're kind of
Right.
they're a
They're
type
all
of high
different
elf.
kinds of. They're all different versions of him with different mustaches.
But elves can't grow facial hair.
I would say with the 17 history, you would know just in stories of seafaring adventures and whatnot. Kalanon and their rivals, which are the Moon Elves that live in the similar area, they're a highly militaristic elven civilization, specifically with focus on naval prowess. They're a big naval sort of country.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Kalanon?
Kalanon. Yeah, Kalanon Island is what it's called, or the Kalanon Nation. Sun Elves.
Well, I assume none of us have experience with that nation, so there's no ill will against. There's no ill will from us to you.
I've only ever heard stories about Kalanon.
I'm sure they're riveting stories of how the Kalanon Navy takes out pirates. And you watch as all of these people start laughing and kind of muttering under their breath. They try, son. They try. I have to say, though, I'm impressed that you managed to sneak aboard the ship of a pirate lord.
We've been around the block a few times. Not to say anything of your own prowess.
He kind of extends out a hand to you, and he goes, Captain Bulwark, my ship is the Hyperion.
Panic Grimtongue, and I'll grab his hand. We are the Unexpectables.
Well, we'd feed you to the sharks, but we're a bit lacking right now. And you watch as they're kind of like a general sort of friendly laughter. It's nothing like actually threatening.
Lacking in sharks as well.
We'll go speak with the Queen Azone and get ourselves out of here with the help of the Leviathan.
Ooh.
Yeah,
About
about
that.
that.
There's been some developments.
How would you know, you people from Alavas?
We just came from the Coral Palace, right?
Yeah.
Coral Citadel.
Coral Citadel.
We just
Well,
came
well-
from the Coral Citadel.
So you're
We
not
act-
stowaways.
No, we saw you come out of the spout, and we wondered if perhaps maybe some of your people fell overboard. We weren't just going to leave you to the fishes, literally.
You watch as the goldfish Triton, the first mate you now are able to identify, goes, kind of leans over to the guy and goes, "The bleeding hearts, don't you think, Captain?" And you kind of nods and kind of dismisses him a little bit.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, he's saying it out loud.
Oh, he says it out
Kinda-
loud. Oh, that's cool. Taz holds over his cloak and shows all of his weaponry. Bleeding hearts with weapons.
And medals, and I flash my Alabast hero medal.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Roll a charisma check.
Okay.
I wish to unhelp him.
Yeah.
Can I jump overboard before this goes south?
That's a soft one.
There we go.
And we got a couple of show-offs too. The captain says.
Oh, you haven't even met me yet, Captain.
As I was saying, though, the Coral Citadel has been destroyed, and Queen Ozone has been murdered.
What? You see now there's actually like chatter amongst all the pirates. What do you... Get back to work! Come into my quarters. You watch as the turtle now kind of walks and like you hear like what do you mean Queen Azone is dead? Like you can't be dead? She's still like there's like kind of this muttering back and forth as he leads you forward.
As we walk forward, I turn to Greckles and I just shrug like maybe this is a good thing.
Nah, if we could
Just very, very quietly under the breath.
If we could ally with them somehow, it would definitely help our chances.
Now, these would be our only allies.
I mean, guys, they have a boat. That's really good for right now.
Yeah, but it's
By the way,
That's a big get, guys.
not only is this boat huge, it is armed to the teeth. There are
Yeah,
this is
we
a
talking
warship.
This is a man of
No,
war.
this is a warship. This is
Oh,
a
man of war.
warship.
Oh, fuck.
You count about probably 40 to 50 individual people on this boat manning it right
Oh,
now.
fuck yeah.
This is legit. In my heart of hearts, it's not the Black Pearl. It's that shit they used to chase the Black Pearl in the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, what is it called? Shit.
the Interceptor?
Interceptor. That's it.
Interceptor. Interceptor. That was a 50-man ship. So
I'm just gonna give you guys how many weapons are on this ship, just to give you guys an idea here. Give me a second here. Oh god, there are 2 ballista on the front and back of the ship. There are 2 trebuchets on the main deck. One that was destroyed. And looking at the lower deck, you count probably about at least 16 cannons on this ship at the bottom.
Fuck yeah.
This is a fuck around and find out ship.
fuck around and find out.
Fuck with me and find out.
Notably the sail, I'm gonna say, yeah, probably all of you guys. Roll an Arcana check on the sail.
Yahoo, buddy.
I can do it. I can do it.
22.
A nat 1. What the fuck is magic?
5.
17.
Also, what the fuck is magic?
Nice.
You see, magic is an interesting thing, guys.
Magic is a physical manifestation of the weave.
I see, it's all about equivalent exchange. It's all about equivalent exchange. So we just take our dead mom, we take it down to the basement, bam, she goes back to life.
No, but then you make it
don't worry about it. We
homunculus.
might even have a sexy adventure out of it.
Okay. Did Task roll? Oh, Task got a natural 1.
I got a 1.
You're a little distracted by the turtle with 2 cannons on his back. That's
How does that
pretty
work? I
crazy.
must know his secrets.
Actually, funny enough, Borky and Greckles, unfortunately, Panic. Panic. You just made it. So you 3. The sails, that is bronze dragon skin. The sail is a bronze.
Wait a minute.
dragon. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what was
Wait
the
a
last?
minute.
Was there a bronze dragon that died?
Fravane. She's not dead, though, I don't think.
Oh, wait
No,
a minute.
it's not.
What happened?
What do you mean? I don't know.
No. Well, clearly. Oh.
Clearly, these pirates are not from Alabasta or anywhere around Alabasta, so you can
Yeah.
rest easy knowing that it's not a bronze dragon you know, at the
She
very
was,
least.
she was an adult bronze dragon, right?
Yeah,
Not an
she was
ancient?
younger. She was not an ancient, no.
Okay. Just making sure.
If she was an ancient, the environment would definitely be different around her. But this clearly is from either a fully grown or ancient bronze dragon, this sail.
Thank God I didn't notice
Ancient
this.
bronze dragon.
Potentially, you're not sure. It's a big sail. It has to be from a large dragon. There's no way.
Man, if I was an egotistical man, I'd imagine that there's a bunch of people who watch TFS at the table are saying Lieutenant Gore right now.
Do you follow Captain Bulwark?
Oh yeah.
He leads you inside of his captain's chambers, which is just filled with these various odds and ends. There are stacks of books. There are charters and maps and sextants and compasses all over the place. There's also a lot of rags for with black powder on them, probably from cleaning his cannons. And there's also a few stacks of plates from meals that he's eaten and hasn't taken down, probably to the cook, if there is a cook here. But you get the sense that there is, given that there's nice plates. Here we go. Let's grab some ambience for you. As you enter inside, this is a sizable chamber. And a lot of the charters that you do see do seem to indicate the archipelagos that he is from. You see various different points of interest that he's got mapped out on the map with different symbols that don't really make too much sense, given that none of you are pirates or sailors, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Curses, I missed my calling.
Well,
No.
listen, the characters may not know, but Chris Zito, he knows. He loves this shit.
You watch as he steps over and like he kind of his first mate's in there with him as well. And you watch as the two gunners kind of take a position, like position near the door as well. The two lizard folk haven't said a word yet, just kind of like stay in position and turn and look towards you guys. And Captain Bulwark kind of goes, "So you said Queen Azone is dead?"
That's what
Sadly.
we've heard so far, and we've seen the Coral Citadel ourselves.
What of her
Yes.
daughter, Glacia?
Her daughter still lives, as do hopefully many of the adults. It's mostly just children now at the Citadel.
Uspa's breath. He just shakes his head. Azona was a prickly woman, but she was a good woman. Had a likeness for the material walker folk, pirate and sailor alike. Didn't turn a blind eye to nobody. Can respect a woman like that. God's above. You just watch him kind of take off his hat and put it to his chest almost in respect.
We're actually in the process of trying to save. Hang on. Glacia. Sorry to go back on my notes.
Where is she?
Being held captive by an Oni.
You watch
And
his
the-
eyes kind of narrow. He's taking in all the information as you're relaying it to him. Do they say where?
We have a heading, yes. The
Where
Abyssal
would that
Trench.
be?
The Abyssal Trench.
He kind of scoffs, and you can see the two gunner kind of like exchanging a look, and you watch as his first mate just kind of winces a bit like at that. I'd love to help you with that, but unfortunately a boat can't get down there. You said all the children are back at the Coral Citadel?
Yep.
We think.
Kind of turns to his first mate and goes, "We have enough supplies probably to feed people for a while. If push comes to shove, we could always get them out of there. It's the least we could do. Zoni's saved my crew a handful of times. It only seems honorable and right to do and return the favor." You watch as the first mate goes, "Captain, we have lost a lot of our own. It might be..." It's like, "Morgan, she saved our lives." And the Goldfish Triton just kind of, "Yes, sir," kind of like nods.
Yeah, Morgan.
Yeah.
We're just kind of under his breath. Yeah, Morgan, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, fucking hell.
You watch as he gives you like this incredulous stare, like, "What the fuck? Shut up! You're an outsider." You watch as Captain Bulwark enters back. Goes, "We could get you near the trench. If you want to go in all sneaky like, we can't get you too close."
Well, getting us to our destination would benefit us a lot. I show him the frog hemoth fucking apparatus. We have ways to go down.
I noticed those. Those are interesting. Never
it-
seen
it-
anything
it-
like them.
It's the smell isn't bad, it's the taste, because it is applied to your lips.
There
So you're
is
just-
there is one thing that may help, Captain Bulwark.
Mm.
We're kind of low on naval weapons, so to speak. Kind of having to make do with the little bit that we got. If you could possibly arm us for this, it would be greatly appreciated.
I don't think you're gonna be taking a cannon underwater, son.
Trident, spears, anything like that?
He looks over at Borky and looks back and goes, "I think your friend's got that one covered."
Nah, these are made out of bone.
Well, getting us to our destination a lot faster will be greatly appreciated.
Mm. Once we drop you off, we'll head to the Coral Citadel and we'll help out Azone's kids.
Be careful on your approach. They're a little shaky from the attack.
I imagine they would be. Azone was the spine and backbone of the Water Ganassi.
Hey, Mom.
God. Mm-hmm.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's being fully forthcoming about his ship?
Sure,
with Azone?
absolutely.
25.
Ooh.
Okay. This man is wearing his heart on his sleeve. He is not lying to you. You get the sense that he does definitely respect Queen Azone. And from what Prince Waft, even Waft, who was a ninny and a baby, still praised Queen Azone. You haven't heard a single person be like, Queen Azone, she's an asshole, or Queen Azone is a bad leader. She seemed to be a very good person overall.
Are his
Hard and
words-
stubborn, but,
Are his words just a matter of respect, or was there like a personal relationship?
With a 25, this is an older turtle, and you would know that Queen Azone was probably not around his age. Also, there's many questions there. You don't get any sense of anything like romantic at all, but you get the sense that they may have been friends if they had met so frequently.
Okay.
That only makes sense. And material walkers that return over and over again are definitely unique. They tend to be the type of characters who have a lot of stories to tell and a lot of, goods to share, irregardless of their situation arriving. That seems to be very consistent. So. You said you needed tridents?
Well, something in case that big guy over there runs out of spears. Maybe something a little more sturdy.
He's got a lot of spears, though.
He does have a lot of spears.
Leftovers from the decimation that the Coral Citadel faced.
I just
They have
imagine
guards
now
over there?
They have children guarding it now.
Oh, us was rough.
Yes. No, here's the thing. If you want to attack them now and be a pirate, pretty good go of it. I stole
sorry.
most of the
No.
spears. I'm kidding. I'm kidding,
I'm-
guys. I'm trying to lighten the mood. People are dead.
This is really not the time, Borky. Besides, I don't think there's
I pat
anything
him.
of value.
Well, if it was ransacked as you say, any smart thief would have taken everything of worth. Luckily, not the children, but all the adults being gone is something concerning about that one.
I
you think of
believe
anything
Captain
that would do
River is a little out of her depth.
Ah, Captain River! That's a good woman right there. She's alive, right?
Missing a few
More or
digits, but
less.
she's alive.
Yeah, I'll give her help. We'll all give her help. Morgan, he turns over. He's like, yes. Get the sorcerers in position. We're going to start moving towards this trench, Abyssal Trench. My friends here have a death wish, and because of that, well, I can't help but oblige. He kind of gives you this turtle smile, which is kind of endearing, in a weird way. He's very tough, rigid kind of guy, but he...
God damn it, Zito.
That being said, you wouldn't mind helping out a little bit on the ship. We've lost a few good men. Not that many I know of yet, but every time we fight with the Kalanon, they always love to leave some scars.
Not a problem.
It's the least we could do for your assistance.
Good. Well, unfortunately, being a ship, we're going to be kind of a bit of a clear target. So I hope you're good at shooting. Cannons, that is.
Aw, Task was literally about to show off the bow.
Oh.
Aw.
No.
Actually-
Wait, when he says that, he's about to show off the bow with cannons. Task just like perks up like, oh, that's even better.
Actually,
Why?
With big boom boom sounds.
There were ballistas on there too. Those are like big.
And we got the finest trebuchet, the best weapon of all time.
Captain
The
Bulwark,
most advanced weaponry.
have you ever heard of Bladefoot and his flying pirate ship?
Oh, that hack! You watch to see like his voice raises. That man abandoned the sea. He's a coward. And he spits on the ground. We frown upon pirates who would abandon us was glory of blue and endless treasure.
Well, then you might be happy to know that because of us and some of our friends, they lost their ship and probably suffered a fate worse than death.
A giant.
What kind of giant?
Storm.
Giant.
Storm
The
giant.
ocean always comes back to bite you in the tail.
That's true. And he doesn't want to hang out a second time, usually.
Well, welcome aboard the crew. You're now members of the Bulwark crew and members aboard the Hyperion. If any of you are magically inclined, talk to our sorcerer. Sparky's in charge of the Arcanists on this ship. He'll show you the ropes. And if you're not magically inclined, talk to anyone else and they'll show you all the ropes.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, aye. And,
For what it's worth, you have my condolences. And Seika actually kind of bows very respectfully.
if you're getting back Glacia, there'll be another good queen on the throne again. I believe that.
Well, we made a promise.
Gives you this very, very almost grandfatherly, like giving you like the advice after a beer sort of look. Like
Oh, I love that. That's the best kind of look.
That's great.
That's like saying your dad is proud of you look.
Son, me and your mom love each other a lot.
And he kind of points towards you. I notice you're not actually from this plane.
That's to Seika?
Yes, Seika.
Oh.
The man on fire. Yes.
Yeah. He'll nod. That is correct.
You must be from the plane of fire, I'm assuming, if you've been wandering around here in the elemental plane of water, huh?
Yes, though I did not come directly here.
Of course
It would not have
not.
been my first choice.
Of course not. I know how you people are with the water. I know a few of you. I know a few of you from some volcano island. You hate the ocean, though, so you're doing pretty good so far, son. We have an Earth Ganassi on this ship. Maybe you want to hang out with him. Probably have some kinship, maybe.
How long have they been a part of the crew?
Pebbles? He kind of leans back.
Good.
Pebbles has been here for, I'm going to say, maybe 2 or 3
Pebbles?
years. Yeah, Pebbles.
Pebbles.
I'm sorry. Is that thunder coming from the soundtrack here?
Nope.
Coming from you, bud.
Damn it, Mark! You were supposed to watch for those.
I'm
that.
playing D&D. I'm not watching the weather right now.
God damn it, Mark!
I'm
There are
sorry.
no severe warnings right now. You're fine.
It was just so. It was weird. I felt it. I didn't hear it.
Okay, you guys set out onto the ship.
Yep.
And make your way out.
On the way out, just really quickly, sorry.
Jesus
On the way out,
Christ.
Seika just says to Greckles, he reminds me faintly of Master Kai.
The turtle captain with cannon strapped on his back reminds you of my father.
Well, it
That's
does have a
badass.
beak.
Not physically, no.
I know, Kuriyama-san, that was a joke.
Ah.
But that is warming to know.
As you guys follow out the door, you do see eventually coming out with navigational tools, which he hands off to one of his. He's got like a squad of like the people who navigators. Oh my god, my brain. He's got like 3 or 4 navigators on the ship.
Cartographers, you mean?
Not cartographers. They're navigators specifically. They're not meant to write down anything. They're meant to direct and redirect. You watch as he kind of looks down at a compass and begins to like kind of bark orders. And he kind of goes, "Hey, turn the rigging over there, Ellen Kanan. We need to move that side." And you watch as the ship. You begin to feel the ship, like the whole ship, just like groaning, just slowly turn around. And as you do, you watch as 2 sorcerers take place, one of which you now know is Sparky. You can tell why he's called that, because his hair looks like it's just an explosion, like Einstein explosion of hair, and you can see static kind of snapping between the hairs.
Oh man, that's
Panic under his breath goes, "Oh no."
You just see an elongated Borky finger about to touch it.
And you see another one, a younger woman, human as well. She's got a hood up. Noticeably, you see that they're similar to the scar you have on
Sorry,
your chest.
I just headbutted my microphone.
Thank you for headbutting your microphone, Panic. As you look at her hands, from like the fingertips all the way up, probably past the wrist, are exactly identical scars to the one you have on your chest, like lightning scars on her
Oh
hand.
wow.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Same scar.
Same scars. You watch as they kind of flex their hands around, and you watch as both of them project gusts of wind that immediately propulsion the ship forward in a specific direction. They almost command the wind here to push them in a direction. As you guys are kind of just standing there on the ship watching this happen, you begin to see people like kind of trying to reassemble and fix the trebuchet. You see people reloading all the weapons, the ballista, the trebuchets, and you see people kind of loading up cannonballs and taking inventory. It's a very well-functioning ship. And the people here are all absolutely ripped for the most part,
Excellent.
except for the spellcasters. Yeah, everyone's really cut here. They seem very, very, very seasoned travelers for sure.
In here.
You watch as the a couple of the individuals who kind of pulled you, the goblin kind of goes, "You're part of the ship now."
Yeah, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Excellent, welcome aboard. And she kind of runs off. You watch
Last
as
time it was vampires. I was terrified.
You watch as the first mate Morgan kind of walks up and goes, "Well, if you're going to be here, you should be useful. Do you have any specific skills you're good at?"
I could kill the tension in any moment.
Cool.
I love you guys. I love you guys. I do love you. I love it.
Right. We don't really have a position open for a jester.
Okay, I'm really big. I can carry stuff.
Good, you book the rigging. He kind of jabs you over towards one of the masts where you see just a bunch of beefcakes, like currently just pulling lines. You rigging. What about you? And he turns over to you, Panic.
I am what some may call magically inclined.
You're also very staticky.
Oh, probably because I
As opposed
headbutted
to
my
Pebbles.
microphone.
Yeah, I think it's because you
Might knock
headbutted
something.
your microphone.
Give me
Yeah,
a second.
You gotta
I'm
get,
sorry,
you gotta
Austin.
you gotta get away from Pebbles, dude. You're too close to him. Physically step away.
Give him a hot second here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard the crew, guys. I hope this was really
How about
fun.
now?
Monty, I
You're
love
good.
pirates. How did you know?
You're good. You're good. Morgan kind of turns towards you and goes, "What are you good at?"
That's a panic.
Oh God, Connor.
Skate to be deeper.
Okay, my
Fucking
goodness.
hell.
Hey
Oh
guys,
my
1
God.
second. Tech.
Technology. Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep. Technology.
He'll turn to someone else then. In the meantime,
What's your
he's
name?
gonna turn. He's gonna turn to. Actually, he's gonna turn to you, Task.
Mm.
What about you?
I summon my bow. Ranged. Navigation.
Navigate. You can work with the navigators if you're a good navigator. Not sure how much use we get out of that. A cannon, no offense, can really make them realize their mistakes.
Understandable, but my sight is now yours.
Excellent. Kind of adjusts his head over to the various navigators.
Right,
They're
head on
also
over.
a lot of gnomes. There's like 2 gnomes, a halfling, and a human. that
Oh
are
no!
So how does this joke?
no!
Okay, say 2 gnomes, a halfling, and a human. What's the next part of the joke?
I was
And
gonna
then
say.
But you're,
Um,
you're sticking a kobold with gnomes, Monty. Oh fuck!
Yep.
Oh
These-
fuck!
Part of the
These
ship, part of the
gnomes-
crew. It's all right, Zito.
They don't seem to care. Nobody seems to care what races you guys are at all. These
Oh
are
my
pirates.
God.
They really don't give a shit. Like
Now these are freebooters.
you see, like there's a bugbear on the boat too. Like there's bugbears. Like
Oh sick.
he's working
Any
the rigging with
tieflings?
Borky. Yes, there actually is a tiefling.
Ooh.
He is like, what is he? He looks like he's more brutish looking. His face is not complimentary, I guess. He
That's
kind of
vague.
has like a big underbite, almost like an orc, but he has like these just like almost like, I hate to say it, I'm making a reference to League of Legends. I'm sorry. You know Nunu? Like how Nunu's got like the kind of the
Yes.
little bottom
Oh
row.
yeah.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay. Let's
Mhm.
see here. Natural 1.
Not a clue. But he's definitely not like you or even like Osvalos back at, the tavern. Sorry, the tavern or anybody else you've ever met. He has he's got these weird teeth. He's also bigger. He's kind of like Tiango, but even bigger than Tiango. Very gorilla-like in nature.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But seems nice. He's got kind eyes. He doesn't look like he's mean that much anyway. And he's just working the rigging and he's doing what he needs to do.
Friendly and go.
Friendly echo.
Django the Red.
He
Friend.
turns Morgan, turns to him, turns to you, Panic, and goes, "What do you do?"
I am what some people might call magically inclined.
Oh, great. So you're a storm sorcerer then.
Nope, I'm a bard.
I already mentioned we don't have a position for a jester right now.
A jester, huh?
Yet.
I'm going
Can
to.
he heal?
I'm going to. Yeah, I can heal. I
Okay,
also do
we can-
this, and I'm going to climb up to a place where people can hear me,
Okay.
and I'm going to just bellow out a sea shanty.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Which
Are we gonna get sugar tea and rum?
Oh, it be all
Where-
right.
There are better
Oh,
sea
man,
shanties
down.
than just
There
the one
are
about the
so
rum.
many better.
19.
Yeah, roll the old chariot.
19.
Way better.
Yeah, you get a sea shanty going, and definitely the people who are like rigging up like the sails and stuff and are working the sails, they are loving it. The people who are trying to quietly talk about their destination are not liking it as much. Given that they're trying to focus on their work with task. And,
Well, fuck
you know.
them then.
But you are eventually instructed to go help with the surgeon, the ship surgeon, who is
Yeah,
also a gnome.
Sick.
I'll go to the infirmary and I'll do some songs of rest.
All right, yeah,
And-
easy enough.
and-
There's quite a few injured. You count probably about 9
Do
significantly
I have
injured.
healing word? Hang on. Yes, I do. Okay. Just making sure. I moved my spells around a lot before we left.
Okay. They turn over to you, Remy. Actually, hold on.
Cure wounds too.
Ooh. Remy, as you approach, you can't help but notice that Morgan is looking at your crest on your chest.
Great.
You're from
That's what
You're
I
from
was-
You're from Valithia.
That is correct.
Hey, he kind of like points up towards the crow's nest. He goes, Gario's from Valithia too.
Pardon whom?
He points up towards the crow's nest, and you see standing kind of bored looking is this she is a white-bellied sea eagle, Kenku.
A lady Kenku?
Is that the
Yeah.
person that was the lookout?
She's the lookout, yeah.
Spyglass?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, it seems she's being put to good use.
Yeah, she found her way here after the war. You know, my condolences and all that.
Thankfully,
that.
it's been somewhat rectified in recent years.
In ways, take it you don't like the new leader of Eltmer as much as many other people, huh?
Would you like me to unpackage that for you, Captain?
I believe he is doing his best, and I fully support what he's trying to do.
He watches Morgan kind of flinches and goes, I don't like the idea of dragons ruling people. It's just, greedy humans are one thing, but greedy monsters are another.
You must understand he is attempting to learn and rectify a mistake that he believes he made. What more can we ask for in anyone?
Yeah, I suppose that's right. What about you? You got good eyes?
I suppose.
Yeah, you could do swap shifts with Gariel. But you're strong too, so you can work the rigging at the day. Or sleep during the day, and you can be a lookout at night. What do you think?
Whatever the captain wishes of me, I shall do in service to Toby.
Well, I'm his first mate, so I'm giving you the orders right now. You're on lookout duty.
Aye, aye, sir.
He turns towards you, Seika. Actually, no, he's going to turn towards Greckles next. And he turns and goes, another bird. You also from Valithia?
No, gosh, where I'm from. Hey, don't worry about where I'm from. Look, I'm fast with my hands and even faster on my feet.
Fast with your hand, fast on your feet. He kind of like strokes. It's really gross. He like strokes his chin. There's like slime and he wipes it off. Like in the same motion, he's like stroking his chin and wipes the slime on his jacket and then goes back to stroking and wiping the slime off on his jacket.
Gross. Make him a bus boy. Panic shouts from the.
Hey, shut up! He kind of like leans up and goes, shut up! You're singing.
Shut up of your face. Shut up of your face.
We could use you as a messenger if you're fast. Given that
I
we've
think-
taken so much damage on our ship.
I think I can make that work.
Good. Go down to the hole and see how the repairs are going. And see
And
if we
after-
need to send more buckets down there.
And after that,
Bucket out the water that's down there.
no problem.
I'll actually mage hand that. Just
Okay.
multiple buckets.
I just imagine you mage handing a bucket while reading a book with one hand. Oh, God, so much work to this.
So obnoxious.
He turns towards you, Seika. Goes, hey, a spicy boy.
Eyes squint and smile broadens. I'm sorry?
I take it you're not one of them fire ganassi from the volcano islands.
No, I am from the elemental plane of fire.
Oh, great. Gosh, what do you do?
Well, I am well trained in hand-to-hand combat. I am not perhaps as speedy as Greckles, but I can move.
You're really selling me on what you're able to do right
I
now.
apologize. I am new to adventuring life. I believe
Right.
earlier I helped with the rigging.
You know, I'm gonna put you with Pebbles, like the captain said. I think that might be good for you.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
I was hoping you would make him like Calcifer and fucking put him as the cook for the heat.
You could, yeah. That's the other
He
option.
sticks his head in the oven and everyone gets to eat.
Oh god, just become the travel oven.
I would say you did the cook, but that feels like a bad joke and also a little disrespectful.
Hey, come on! That's at least a +1.
He can have all the eggshells he wants.
Well, we gotta walk on those later, guys, so be careful.
Oh.
So what do you want to do, Seika?
Where might I find this Pebbles?
It's probably working the cannons in the middle, the middle deck, the gun deck.
Very well.
Okay.
He kind of stands there and waits to be dismissed.
Well, go on. He kind of.
Let's get it on.
As you wish, and he'll head off and try and seek out Lord Pebbles.
All right. So as you guys all split apart to your various different ship duties, that is where we're going to end the session.
Very
for
cool. Bye, Austin. Love you.
Session. Bye,
Bye,
Austin. Pirates. I'm fucking all about this shit. All right.
By the
bye,
way,
Austin.
for all the haters that say Remy doesn't like the Silver King, he just defended him.
Yeah, he did. Some good shit there.
I want to
Bucko.
keep playing, but it's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, we're going to go for another hour if we don't stop.
That's
soon.
fine. It would have been an hour of amazing role playing.
I know.
I'm tired.
But guys,
fun.
Get on a better fucking time zone, you bastard.
Do you see why I was so excited to?
Yeah, this was a good episode.
He's
This
got
was
two
fun.
cannons on his fucking back, and
I
he's like,
love
awesome.
Captain Blastoise.
This
much.
dude's
Dude, we
fucking
have Captain
awesome.
Blastoise in the building.
You should have asked more about the pirate lords because he's one of the pirate lords of the archipelagos, which is.
I know.
actually
Does he have one of the pieces of 8?
Oh, Monty, fucking, I wanna get so fucking invested in this lore, but we're gonna be with these guys for so little time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unless we kick Seika out and we go fight pirates.
By the way,
Wow.
I think it's worth mentioning that these archipelagos are where I'm running my IRL game for my real life friends. So this
Oh,
guy's a
nice.
character who's around in that area.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I randomly rolled to see who would actually end up there, and I rolled for Captain Bulwark, which is great. I'm really glad you guys didn't get Olga there, because Olga
Mark,
there would have been so
Mark.
awful.
What?
I can't believe we're part of Crew Redacted.
I know. It happens again.
I know.
It's unavoidable.
Fucking Warhammer strikes again.
Oh man.
Oh
What
my
do we-
goodness, that was a lot of fun.
Don't
What
worry,
do
dude.
I-
I'll spearhead our defense.
Before we get horribly
How dare
distracted,
you.
what do we want to name this episode? Because we didn't name the last episode.
No, nay,
Pirates of
never,
Hard
no more.
Water.
Someone said Whale of a Time, which is pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Whale of a tale, well, but that's the song.
I said the
Whale of
Pirates
a
of
Time's
Hard
really
Water. Just he came down and broke the boat under what? Never mind. It's done.
Whale of a Tale is pretty good.
I do like
I
that.
like
Current
Whale of a Tale.
mission.
Under the C and D.
Because you don't want to give away what happened in the latter half of this, right? But it's all about that.
But
So
but
I'm like,
that's why I just said our current mission.
what was the name?
Got
What
it.
was the name of the thing that they dropped into accidentally into this plane?
Whirlpool. They came through a whirlpool.
They came through a whirlpool. Okay.
They make great refrigerators.
They do.
They don't.
And
They
hot tub
actually-
time machines.
I'm gonna get like sued for slander, but they do not because our parents broke. And
You're gonna
we
get
learned
sued for
eventually.
slander?
Yes,
Well,
because
right,
they're coming
our-
after folks trash
Oh,
talking
right,
them on
right.
D&D streams.
My parents bought a whirlpool fucking refrigerator. It broke after a year, and they refused to fix it. So it
You're
was
just naming facts. That's
It's
just
called
you're dropping
Reusable.
facts out here, Monty. Pipe bomb those motherfuckers.
Yo, someone in chat just dropped a really fucking good name. Sea as in the ocean sea? Indeed.
We
C&D.
C&D.
That's kind of what Monty said at the beginning.
Okay, I'm sorry. That I just saw it out loud.
it's like
No,
a
that's really
cease
good.
and desist,
I really like Whale of a Time. I think Whale of a Time is pretty fun. God, I'm so happy because there were again. This is another option. You got lost because your survival check got you lost, which is how you ended up finding
On a
the
pirate
pirates.
ship.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any other direction would have taken you somewhere else. You got the pirates out of this, which is pretty fucking great.
Well,
Hell
hopefully they
yeah.
can
I
give us
love
some
it.
directions.
So good.
Well, they have
Who
navigators.
doesn't love fucking
so-
pirates?
If we want to know something that if we want to ask him something, Captain Bulwark something,
I assume we
Yeah.
can still talk to
we
him.
can
next
just
session.
we can just ask him.
Yeah, you can just go up and ask
Off-screen.
him tons of questions. No, you can ask him questions on.
Hell yeah! Roleplay session on the boat.
Yes.
I'm on a boat.
I need my
And-
fucking naval shit in my veins, dude.
There's
Listen
been a
to
lot
my
of pirates
veins.
this week, Monty.
I am the
I know.
grandson of a
No,
navalman. I
That
fucking
was why
need
I was
this.
like, the moment like Lanny's like, "Hey, do you want to join the game?" And I'm like, "It's a pirate game." I was like, "This is just gonna be a week of pirate shit, like
a lot
potentially."
of pirates. A lot of pirate stuff going
Or
on
like
in the
sea
world right
stuff.
now.
Like I was like, it's gonna be sea stuff, and then I'm like, and there's gonna be pirates too potentially.
That's just where we are. Every once in a while, the world shifts hard into sea territory.
Into
Oh, fuck.
pirates.
I
Yo, I
guess
finally
so.
get to
Already
play in a
to
sea
have
fucking
the
adventure.
horn.
Hell yeah.
Hey, roll.
I will say this, like actually running a sea adventure for my friends where this is all they deal with is really fun.
This is
Shout
2 years of my life.
I wish I could give you more Zito, but unfortunately you guys are in the elemental plane of water and you have a very clear, problem you
Objective.
need to solve.
By the way,
yeah.
Monty, just as a heads up, I'm pretty sure salt water is more conductive. So if Borky
Yeah,
tells us, 'cause
it
he said
is.
that,
I'm
I'm
an
like,
I'm an
I don't
idiot.
think you know.
I'm not a
I don't know.
scientist. I run D&D for a living. Come on.
It's magical. Just let go.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
magical.
exactly. I
There
was
you
like,
go.
I'm not going to say anything, but I really hope
Let
Borky
it
doesn't do
go.
this.
Remember, Bosco, I've argued that very point before, and a DM told me to shut up. So we're
Exactly,
good.
because
Yeah.
like, that's not the hill to die on.
He already knows that firing a bow underwater is a bad idea, so he's not going to get a natural 20.
So, someone in chat just said Zito is finally a seaman, and my only response to that is, this memory card does not contain seaman data.
Oh, Lord.
God.
Let's
Oh,
go around the
man.
horn. Kurt, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at twitch.tv/Takahata101 where I'm VTubing. So watch out or don't. I don't quite know what you guys want to do in that
So
regard.
watch out.
It's really it's either your cup of tea or it's not. It's something different. It's something fun. And it's really been fun to expand on that. I actually recently hired a video editor, and I can link you guys to a new YouTube channel. Oh boy! Wow! Yeah, guys, if you want to check out my VTubing stuff and give it a good downvote, thumbs that down. Definitely check it out, guys. You gotta go to self-depreciation rev. That's great. We also got wrestling.
Finally.
We also got wrestling on Saturday. And yeah, check that out if you want to check out some wrestling. Nothing too much to really report on, guys. But yeah, check out my VTubing. I hang out with a bunch of anime characters. That's all I got.
I hate
Real
to
life
can I-
anime.
can I make a
Real life
comment?
anime.
No.
I really want to say my controversial statement about VTubers, but I don't want to do it in front of so many people and potentially get just
Hate.
Are you not a fan of a kind of product? How dare you?
no. It's I don't want to say it. It's so bad. I don't.
So what you're saying is horribly uncanny valley and not entertaining. Got it.
No, it's a joke. It's like actually a joke.
Jeez, tell us more what we really feel there, bud.
I mean, I just released my own rig, so I'm just being self-depreciative as you are.
That is the best way to do
I'm
it.
just okay. I if I say it, you guys are. I
Oh no,
wanna
we'll say it. It's just gonna be funny as shit.
If
when
you
say it.
say it,
like
I
you're
will also
pressured to
reveal
say
something dark and secret, Monty.
VTuber models are just fursuits for people who want to be anime characters.
Oh, yes!
What's controversial about
Air
the truth?
horn.
Such a great take, though. I'm gonna use that to describe it to people now. That's good.
Accurate
It's how
to
it
the
feels because
That's
people are
exactly.
spending like
It's true, though.
hundreds
No,
of
it's so
thousands of
accurate.
dollars
Thank you for
to be
saying
their
that shit.
character, but it's just like it's the exact same shit furries do, but instead of an animal, it's a fucking anime character.
Yeah.
What do you call this specific subgenre of furry? A weeby?
Oh god.
Oh, let's not go there.
No,
Yeah.
it's a whole new
I
bag
learned-
of beans.
I learned something interesting. In Japan, there's actually like a fursuiting culture there.
Oh,
and it's
no,
called
stop,
something- It's
no.
called something different. It is. It's there, and it's like a subculture.
Hey,
thing.
Gaijin, when's the culture shock on Japanese furries?
See, okay, so
You joked
I
that would do well in the metrics.
I misspoke. I heard suit, and I thought Money was gonna talk about like the full body anime suits.
No,
and that shit
no,
gets
no,
shit.
no.
No, that's another.
So I
that's another-
apologize.
I have never been more terrified in my life than those things.
Uncanny Valley.
Hey, Monty, I will now reveal my dark secret to you. I'm going to post it in chat.
Oh God.
While you do that, Mark, where
That's
can they
real.
find you?
Oh, God, 1 second. I'm releasing
Perfect.
You idiot, Gaijin. You hit him up. Where can they find you?
I tweeted it out finally. Hey.
Sorry.
You can find me at twitch.tv/GaijinGoomba. This weekend, I got me an advanced copy, a review copy of Neo 2 Complete Edition for PC, so it's going to look and run so much better. And there might be a few little things here and there to explore, too. Week after that, I'm probably going to tap into Cyber Shadow. Sorry, I'm falling asleep. Basically, if you took the original first 3 Ninja Gaiden and actually made them really good, as opposed to wasting your time and faffing about, yeah, that's what that is. I'll go there. I'll go there, friend. Aside from that, I got a brand new Witch Ninja coming out on Monster Hunter Rise. It is 20 minutes long, and unfortunately, Zito won't be able to see it, so I'm sad about that. But it's gonna be real damn good.
Bro, I'm sad too, but I fucking made this promise. I'm gonna go into Rise blind so I could be surprised.
I mean, to be like, it doesn't cover any story. It just basically covers like mechanics.
No. Blind.
Okay.
Blind. My dude,
Okay.
blind.
I'll grab
Okay.
the blindfold.
Oh, there we go. Now you just have to listen to it. Anyway, I stream every Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time. I have a big focus on high fantasy Japan games because that's what I love, and I don't care if you don't like it. You call me a weeb, I don't care. But yeah, otherwise, I've got Witch Ninja, Culture Shock, all that good stuff on my main channel, and then Guide Your Perspective on my secondary channel, where I talk about more personal stuff with my time in Japan and whatnot. Just released a 40-minute video talking about my entire life story, getting into it. So, yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, one last thing. I just got Little G's rig done, so I have joined the VTuber cult, I guess, officially. So, yay.
Mark, you want to try again?
Yeah, okay. You can find me on twitter.com/MarkAllenJr., twitch.tv/AeonProTechGaming. You can follow my fat sleepy cat Bunny on Instagram at Chonk4Life. She slept the entire session, except for one point when she jumped up on the desk and tried to roll dice for me. And I said no, and so she slept on my desk as a form of protest. So that was fun. Check out The Day I Became a God, streaming now on Funimation. I play Yota Narukami, the lead in that show. Please check it out. A lot of fun and a lot of passion going into this show. So it's about to really ramp up. I hope people are enjoying it. Also, check out Venus Wars, set to release in February. I play Rob. It's going to be fun. He's a little gremlin character. I hardly ever get to play those characters, and I'm so excited to share it with the world. Check that out. Also, finally, last thing, I will try and stream this weekend. It's real. It's happening. I'm finally getting back into streaming.
What are you
promise.
playing, though?
I don't know yet.
That's
Gonna
He's gonna text me in the morning afternoon and be like, hey, play some 2K.
Yeah, I might rope Bosco in and we'll yell at each other about basketball or something else. It'll depend. But it's gonna happen. I need to get off my butt and get back to streaming. So,
Connor, you retweeted on the Unexpectables Twitter. Please fix that.
I did what? Oh,
You
damn it.
retweeted on the Unexpectables Twitter something
That is
not
so
doing it.
weird.
Yeah, please fix that. You also
Yep.
anywho, that's it for me.
All right.
Nice.
Here.
Hey,
Hey.
Zito, hit him up with your details. I'm taking your job, Kurt. Zito,
thank
hit him
you
with
for
the
taking
deets.
All right. Well, you can find me on Twitch at Zito. You can find me on Twitter at CZ Backlash. You can find me on the Ever Ingen Almanac on Patreon. And you can also find out that my deep dark secret is not exactly a VTuber, but it is a 3D model, which I will post in the chat right now. You can find me playing carts, which is always fucking fun, and sometimes Gaijin shows up, and sometimes and sometimes we run it back on his favorite map ever, Rico Harbor.
I will kill you. I will kill you.
That sounds like we need to run it back for Gaijin.
I'll murder you in your home.
Oh, he's gonna murder. Oh, you're gonna murder me? All right, that sounds like we have to run it back. Beyond that,
Buffett.
I actually have a new character in the works right now for it that's gonna be coming out soon.
Ooh, how many are you making? 15?
I'm making 15. We currently have 2, and the third one is a remake of the first one.
Oh, good.
So this will be a saga, mark my words. As for homebrew stuff, the Hanu is still my only thing that's brand new on the DM's Guild. If you want to play as a playable monkey, go for it. It's actually one of my better sellers, and I feel like it's gonna go gold like relatively soon, which is fucking awesome, by the way. Apart from that, any D&D stuff that I'm making, DM's Guild is going to take a little bit of a back burn for the time being because I'm going to make my Patreon a little bit more of a focus. I'm giving out folks who are in my Patreon some experimental stuff to throw into their games. So random new races, random new subclasses, and some other fun little things that will be given out as the weeks go by.
And before I toss it over to the DM extraordinaire Monty Glue, I want to address something that I've been seeing in the chat for the last 5 minutes. This coming Saturday will be Gateway, the new Fallout campaign from Connor. It will be episode 2. If you have not seen episode 1, it is up on the YouTube. It's the most recent upload, so check it out on YouTube/Takahata101. You can't miss it, or just search for Gateway Fallout. It'll absolutely pop up. But this coming Saturday at 7 o'clock BST, it will not be the Prince Division. It will be Gateway. We had technical difficulties last weekend, so we will be back in a week and a half. So Gateway is coming up next. And with that said, I'm going to toss it over to the DM of Prince Division so that she can toss it to the DM of Gateway so we can throw it back to Kurt, who's going to do the bits and subs. Monty, take it away. Don't screw this up. One take. Let's go.
All right, well, that's all our studio time.
I
Sorry.
tried.
You can find me at Montiglu on Twitter, where I just tweeted my hot take. You could also find me at twitch.tv/Montiglu, where tomorrow, because tomorrow's Thursday, Sea of Solitude. We're going to be playing Sea of Solitude. I don't know what to expect from the game. I hear it's okay. So we're gonna check that out. And then on Sunday, Final Fantasy IX. We're done with the side quests, kind of. We're done with as far as we can go with the side quests right now. Fat Chocobo is gone. I'm not fighting the friendly creatures because my hand is gonna die. I did all of the ragtime quizzes and won all the money. I did stonks. I did everything. Now we can do adventure. So come and watch me play that game because it's really great and I really enjoy it. And you can also choose whether or not you're Team Vivi or Team Steiner. So yeah.
Get ready to have a lot of likes for your VTuber comment.
Yeah, it's already kind of taking off. My phone was vibrating, and I was like, uh-oh.
What would be wild if I retweeted and all the VTubers saw it?
Oh, you did this to yourself.
No one's disagreeing with me so far. At least.
None of them will either.
No, none of them
nobody
will.
Your hot take is surprisingly lukewarm.
They are shockingly self-aware, and that's why.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, no, we get it. We knew what we were getting into. Connor, take us home.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com. I still have a headache, but I'll do it. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays on my Twitch channel. I play Yakuza Kiwami 2. I play Warhammer 40k Kill Team with my friends. I also just play a couple of random party games whenever I feel like it. Sometimes I do some VR stuff. Might be doing some Beat Saber streams in the near future because
so Connor got VOD muted and
be careful with the CAs.
I'm just gonna say fuck it and delete the VODs whenever.
Yeah, I was gonna say just don't save the VOD, and if they don't catch you live, fuck it.
Yeah, if they're not gonna let me have my music and shit up there, I'm just gonna delete the VODs, and I just want to stream it and
You'll
have
never
fun.
take my money alive, motherfucker.
I was gonna say, I dare you to come watch my stream and catch me.
Yeah. Also, be sure to check out Dead House Sonata, 6-player action RPG where you play as the dead to fight the living. You can find all the information you want on Dead House Sonata right here. Check out the forums, check out the Discord, and if you purchase a Founders Pack to get that sweet, sweet early access and some additional goodies, including cosmetic items and some stuff like that. Unique forum badges as well. Also, be sure to check out my DM's Guild page. Wow, my head is just like not thinking at the moment.
You got this.
Okay,
nope, that is the same link. I posted it right there as well.
Did you say Dead House Sonata where this link will take you?
I did.
There it is. DM's Guild, baby.
And there's my link to my DM's Guild, where I release subclasses every month. I just recently released the Way of Emptiness Monk, which is focuses on anti-magic. And be sure to tune in February for the Passion Domain Cleric, which focuses on emotion, and it has an expanded ritual list for the ceremony spell, which I'm very excited for you guys to check out.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Also-
Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Die Hard Dice. If you're looking for dice, if you're looking for roll
Yeah.
trays, if you're looking for pretty much anything that has to do with dice, remember, never die easy with Die Hard Dice. Boom, got him.
It's true. All of that, but in my voice.
All of that, but in his voice, and a lot less douchey. I'm gonna throw it back
Also,
to Kurt.
isn't
'cause
there
we got
like-
subs and bits, right?
Isn't there like a code where people can get like
There is.
10%
Is it,
off their order?
Yeah,
is
I'm
it
pretty
still,
sure there was.
Is it still expect 2021?
That is correct.
Hell
Expect
yeah, and that's what?
2021?
Is that 15%?
10%
Shoot.
off your order.
Damn.
See, this is why they let me do it.
This is true.
Yeah.
I tried to feed you in there, Bosco. You just straight missed it.
That's true.
We're gonna have to- we're
I'm
gonna have
at-
to,
no, what I'm
take it
trying.
out
I'm
of
trying to
take
get them
two.
to up it. I'm trying to get them to up it for you. I'm gonna negotiate. I got you guys. I'm gonna
Mm.
talk to them. I'm gonna hit them up. Be like, yo,
10% off your order. Expect 2021.
Thanks, Connor. You're the real OG.
So I want to thank the following people. Revenger Geist, thank you so much for the sub. Lurker 504 with the 1600 bits. It's nice to always have a place to come back to when I'm down. You're awesome. Double.3. Well, thank you so much, Lurker 504. Love you,
Sorry,
Lorelai,
I'm
thank you.
getting messages from people going, I feel attacked, and holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. A lot of when I return to the VTubers, they're gonna fucking latch to that real quick because they're very aware of this shit. So they're gonna laugh at that analogy. 'cause It's
It's
perfectly
just-
succeint.
Sorry, I'm sorry for distracting. Continue. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. This is funny as shit.
dude, Draco's gonna hit you up and be like, damn, fucking savage, but yeah.
The priest of Aether, Milla Ninja, thank you so much. Cane Time with 1,000 bits. Turtles of the superior life form, all bow to them. Cane Time, thanks so much. Argent Lyell 13 super for the bits as well. Okay, so when do we get to meet their necromancer Richard? Ooh, Igrim 21 with the 500 bits and have some bits. Well, thank you. And that's really all we have here at the near the
Okay.
end here. Looker 504, thank you again, and Cane Time with another 500 bits. I just saved $10 on Die Hard Dice. Thanks for the unexpected discount.
Yeah, remember,
Oh.
guys.
Yeah.
10 minutes could save you 10% exactly if you buy on Die Hard Dice.
And I also want to
Oh
thank
my
because
God.
we didn't give Probate a proper thank you, and I don't know why his donation did not come up in my Streamlabs. You know this program's really funky, but Probate with over 10,000 bits dropped during this stream as well. Thank you so much to Probate. Omna Kazar with 6,000 plus bits. Dragon God with 3,000 plus bits. Hydro Otaku, thank you again for the additional 10,000 bits. Thank you all so much, guys. Apologies for these issues as well on my end. So,
No,
I
it happens.
have-
Spam.
We
I
gotta
have
raid
a-
somebody.
I have a raiding idea. Can we raid Zoran the Bear?
yeah, he's still doing his 24-hour thing.
He's doing Vampire the Masquerade right now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, I rated him yesterday after the VTube. I think he was doing a 24-hour stream yesterday, so he's good and tired right now. So
Is he
definitely-
perfect?
Perfect.
I think our raid
Perfect.
message should be bear in all caps.
Bear.
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 The biggest threat to America.
And me. All right, the raid message will be bear. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye,
Ah, bird.
Hello.
Bye.
Small smackerel of a raid, Piglet.
That's fucking
What?
right as you said that, Zeno.
What?
What?